Tēnā koutou katoa e te whānau, no mahara mai, welcome in to Event Finder Stadium for round 16, the last round of Rapid League for 2026. And you're in for a treat because we have the champions, the Tuatara, hosting the Airs, who are unfortunately at the bottom of the table. It is 1 versus 11, but if you are the Taranaki Airs, Casey Frank, you want to be the disruptor today.
Well, I'll tell you, I've had a couple of bad seasons as a basketball player, and when you win the last game of the year, it feels like a championship. So if they could go out on this title, knock off the champion, the cup holders, that's going to make them feel really good going into the offseason. Why not leave it out there? Nothing to lose today.
Last one wins, right? Last one wins. That's always the mentality you need to go into the game with. Here are the results from the last round of Rapid League. The Fire got the win over the Nuggets. A very close game. The Hawks, that was a great game, beat the Saints, and the Bulls getting the win there too. And then yesterday, the Saints topping the Sharks, and the Fire going down narrowly to the Giants. And then, of course, after this, we have the Rams and the Bulls. And here are the standings. As we mentioned, the Tuatara have locked things up. But Casey Frank, talk us through how important these points are, because it was the difference between one of the top 6 teams.
It certainly was. You look at the Taranaki 5, they qualified 6. It actually would have been the Manawatu Jets if it was just based on the NBL. That's how important these Rapid League games are. And of course, the Auckland Tuatara are sitting right now, top seed in the South NBL. Well, they'd actually be seated second behind the Rams if not for the Rapid League all season long. Not only is this programming developing players, but it's clinching playoff position in the South NBL. As we take a look at the starting lineup for the Taranaki Airs, Cooper, Tuta, Adam, Bailey, and Samuel. Donnie Samuel has been on a tear in the Rapid League of late. Look for him to enforce his will on the low post today.
Especially having someone like Bailey, who is so experienced in the league when it comes to the South NBL, so bringing him into the Rapid, not a whole lot of experience, but these are the champions for a reason. Wiley, Wilkie, Ioane, Dalton, Ledger is padding the stats in almost every single one. Who has been the most standout for you? I know we've got the voting to come up, but who's been a real standout?
For me, all season long, it's been Josh Ledger, because he's a real key to why this team is playing like that. Those 19.2 rebounds a game come on the shoulders of Josh Ledger. Look at that field goal percentage. That's because Josh Ledger's in there controlling the paint. The scoring of the Auckland Tuatara is going to be difficult for this Taranaki Airs team to keep up with. But if things start flowing from deep, they can make this a game, because the Tuatara have a way of letting the opponent stick with them.
If you are joining us for the first time this season, the Tuatara are in the blue and the Airs in the white strip, and I really like this white strip.
Oh, it's pretty solid. My Rapid League Uni of the Year is going to have to go to, it's a toss-up between the Nuggets and the Hawks for me.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. The Tuatara with first possession, and there is the man Ledger we have been speaking so much about. That pass off to Wiley, give and get. Ledger for the first 3-ball attempt, and well short, not enough weakness on that one.
Great defense by the Airs to come out. Tuatara ran a play where they looked for a backdoor cut out of the corner, and the Airs were all over that. Really locked into their defensive assignments. Can they continue with that level of defensive activity as this game goes along? That'll go a long ways towards giving them a chance at the victory.
Is looking for an option, and the alley-oop was good, but he just left it at the rim, and they look at each other in frustration. Trying to get up and under Donnie Samuel, and again, we are still 0-0 in the first minute.
Well, nice pass by Donnie Samuel on one end, and then solid defense on the other. Another feed into the post here.
Samuel.
Well, when all else fails, just shoot the ball. He was thinking about a pass, but I'll just let it fly, Donnie.
It felt like a lazy look. There were plenty of movement happening, and he decided, I'm just going to put it up. Looking for the first points of the game, and it's a block by Bailey, and he's not happy with the call. That's pretty good.
Oh, that's a tough angle from up here. You're calling body when Sean Martin is the official trailing, so you don't really see. Yeah, there's a little bit of contact there, but for me, that's what you'd like to see let go. But an aggressive drive by Matty Dalton earns him that call. If he fades away from the basket a little bit, then he's not going to be able to get the fall, as we see Coach Cam Glidden get upset at the DJ for the music being on during the free throws. Assistant coach in the Rapid League, that is. Assistant coach Cam Glidden in the Rapid League.
mean, people were just bopping to Tupac. Sometimes you do forget. You do forget to turn it down. First points of the game by way of Matty Dalton. How can the Airs respond? Samuel. I like this battle between these two. Two strong bodies. And Dane Samuel comes up, trumps this time.
That is a, hey, young fella, why don't you come over here? I'm going to teach you some of the low post. Back you down, back you down. Give you a little chicken wing into the ribs and get the finish. Josh Ledger needs to do that work a bit earlier. He lets him get that deep catch, and that's going to be really difficult to stop if you don't force that catch a foot or two outside the block.
I learned something new about Dane Samuel today. He is Samoa, Māori and Tongan because I just couldn't figure it out, so I went and asked him.
Triple threat guy.
I know, he's got the best of both, all three worlds.
Dane is certainly a mix of personalities on the court at times, and a mix of heritage as well.
Another great rebound by Ledger, and it's a rebound 127 this year in the Rapid League, which is quite remarkable. No one is over 100.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be choosing Rapid League All-Star 5 shortly in the MVP, and I haven't worked out the stats just yet, but I have Josh Ledger going to be close to a lot of those top of those lists for plays just like that.
Great interplay between him and Wilkie. You could see he just drove to the cup, saw that Ledger was there, and said, you know what, you've got the better look, I'm going to pass it to you. What
a smart play there by Wilkie. Draws the defender, who should be attached to Ledger, and is able to set him up for that finish. Strong finish, soft touch. Now off to the Chemist Warehouse for the old-fashioned three-point play.
And he capitalizes on that. 61% shooting as well for Ledger. That is nothing to look down on whatsoever. Back to Samuel, good movement. Kind of cut through, plenty of blue jerseys in front of him. Cooper from the right corner.
Really nice fade by Cooper getting to that spot, and a nice find on the drive by Tuta to set him up for that finish.
Great getting downhill though from the Tuatara, the cut through, and then it's nice work again from Matty Dalton. Just 18 years old, young Matty Dalton.
Yeah, got his big brother on sideline today. I'm really hoping for a Dalton-on-Dalton interview at the end of this game.
I think we're in for it.
Well, Matty's got to earn it. Charlie's not going to just give it to him.
Cooper, talk about earning things, drives to the cup, gets it away, and the three ball is unsuccessful, and Ledger with another rebound.
Forcing that defense to shift side to side, but not attacking the lanes when they open up. I'd like to see more activity on the rim for the Airs early.
Wilkie is money on the three ball high.
He had that cocked and loaded before it even hit his hands. He was ready to let that one off quick, and he does well. Tuta challenges, but just a bit too late. Big lead early for the Tuatara.
Keisione onto the court now, can see as well. The three ball response is no good. Ledger wants to go quickly in transition. And they give it back. Oh, look at the ball movement and throwing it down is Ioane. And that is just pretty basketball.
Well, the steal by Ledger, but the play is set up by Ioane, running that lane and forcing defenders out, and then a heads-up play by Ledger. Another turnover forced.
Well, Tanya's clutching at his face and looking at the match officials. No whistle coming.
Well, he didn't like that call. He had something to say on the way by, but save it for the main game, or save it for the NZNBL. You don't want to use up all against all the officials in the Rapid League.
I like an angry Dane Samuel. Let's poke the bear in this game. So in the Sal's game, he's up.
Fantastic finish to the quarter for the Tuatara. They took over defensively late, and Dane Samuel picks up a technical foul on his way back to the bench. He tried to get one when he was riding back. Didn't get it. Then Cam Glidden encouraged a little bit of activity, and I believe that's going to be on the bench, though, because he got it after the quarter was finished. So that should be a bench technical. Hopefully it doesn't come up on Dane's ledger.
So 16-5, it's an uphill battle already for the Airs. What do they need to change?
Well, I think defensively they need to do a better job of keeping the Tuatara outside the three-point line. Right now the penetration is coming free and often. And that freedom of movement is allowing the Tuatara to get up 16 points in just 4 minutes at pretty good percentages of 54% from the field. Offensively, I'd like to see the Airs do a little bit more inside the key as well. And if you're looking to do a little bit more inside the key, why not pick up a $35 large Nana? That's going to give you the energy to bang bodies down in the low post. Use that online code SalsBasketball26. Or you scan that QR code, that'll get you going.
There's nothing wrong with adding a bit of size, right, to your physique.
Look, I've always told players, if you can carry those extra 10 or 12 pounds in the post, it actually helps you. It can be a little bit helpful as Wilkie shoots the free throw, makes the free throw, 3 points. As Dane Samuels just says, hey, look, I got hit in the face. I'm just trying to get that foul called. Let's see if it doesn't inspire him to some more activity inside the key.
So the Airs are only shooting at 33%. They're 2 from 6 from the field.
Just waiting for the score bench to get ready, and we're good to go. Back to the action we come.
Another 18-year-old Tuatara inbounds the ball to Xavier Adam. Adam with the pink shoes. And miscommunication there. He was in the right wing spot, Cooper, but he started to come back towards him. So they gift the possession back to the Tuatara.
Yeah, it's the right read, maybe just a little bit early because Cooper's man had already committed to that roll down the lane. So he had that space. He's trying to lift. Adam's trying to pass it to where he was, not where he was going to be.
Wiley. The director gets it to Ioane. Ioane goes straight to the cup, and it's an and one play from Casey Ioane.
Oh, I love Ioane's game. Just such a physical player. And that physicality is not easy to pick up when you're 17, 18, 19 years old. That's normally something that comes with time, but he's got a great frame, a nose for the basketball, and the ability to get to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Well, you said all 3 ages. He's 18, so I like how you covered your bases there. And he's not long out of school, St. Pat Silverstream. And if you want to get some basketball hoops in your school, scan that QR code. And we're open for Auckland, Northland, and the Coromandel. And we always need some more basketball hoops around Aotearoa. There's so many young kids and adults interested in picking up a ball.
Kissie's also up at Dilworth now.
Yes.
Come up this way. That's why he's playing for the Tuatara. Playing for Mama over there and helping lift that program who's just come so far in the last few years.
So the lead is still 11 for the Tuatara. They are the 2026 champions, and that was far too easy for Taranaki Samuel to read. He lets the 3 ball fly. It bounces off the lip, and Ioane is the one who gathers the rebound.
There's active in the passing lanes. First Samuel steal, and there we see the deflection. Drew Haka is able to get his hand in the lane. Very tiptoed, look at that light work on the sideline, and then actually got his toe on the line for the 3-pointer, so basically the worst shot basketball. I like the aggressiveness, though. They need to stay aggressive.
Great little find. Just popping that ball.
Kingston Kalahi also down low. Such a good post player.
Ioane with the rebound. The Tuatara so good with their movement around the perimeter. Looking for some options. For a hole in the defense. It's good defense there though, stopping that pass, but Ioane still gathers. He elevates. It doesn't quite get the shot in. But you saw in the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head, it was the rebounding that was the difference, and Wilkie just goes straight to the rim.
And he utilizes his best skill, which is shooting so well. The defender closes out tight, great rip, gets to the cup for that finish. Silky Wilkie can do it on a layup as well.
And Wilkie did get his Rapid League season high against the Airs in round 9. It was 20 points, so let's see what he can cook up here this afternoon.
Up to 6. Picking up a little bit of a loose handle there.
I like the Tuatara's patience. They're never forcing the shot. They always work and find a good shot. That one wasn't the best, though. He had 2 players in front of him, and you saw Ledger cutting through. Samuel, the no-look assist to the left edge. Beautiful shot coming in from Riley Tuta.
And that's what's so tantalizing about Dane Samuel, that rebound, the grab and go straight into that beautiful pass as the Tuatara get a little ahead of themselves on this end. But Dane Samuel, look at this delivery. Almost a little high on the dribble, but then bang, right into the pocket. Perfectly placed for that triple. Drops down, and the Airs get back in this ball game, 1 bucket at a time.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit overzealous on defense was Wiley.
Wiley wasn't even sure that foul was on him, but it was. A little handsy up top. He thought the whistle was somewhere else as he picks up his first personal foul, and Casey Ioane checks back in for him. Well, a minute 25 here for the Airs. If they don't make a couple of inroads these last 3 or 4 possessions, it's going to be a pretty tough ask to see him get any distance closer in the second half.
Yeah, Bailey's back out on court, and he's back onto the score sheet.
Smashing on Charlie Dalton's little brother. Matty Dalton goes up for the contest, and Bailey showing him the bounce.
I assume that is why he's back out on the court, because the lead was starting to grow and grow for the Tuatara, and that's good. Hustle coming in from behind from Kalahi Hustle.
He's been a solid contributor for the Tuatara this season on the interior. I really like the partnership between him and Ledger. Both excellent on the block. They've got the similar haircuts so they can confuse defenses.
Another 18-year-old coming out of Dilworth, like Casey Ioane. It just sets the screen for the Wilkie shot, and again, it's another O-board for the Tuatara team, and that has been their strength all season.
It's certainly their strength today. They are smashing the offensive glass. They've got 6 of them so far to 0 for the Airs, and overall a 14-4 advantage on the boards. And you combine that with taking care of the basketball, it certainly sets you up in good stead.
Kalahi Hustle named to the All-Star 5 at the 2026 Under-20 National Championships. Scored a game-high 30 points in the grand final loss to Canterbury. And scan that QR code and have your vote for the fans MVP in the Sal's NBL. Do they get a fans MVP in the Rapid?
There's no fans MVP in the Rapid. Why you ask me this stuff off air.
Quinton Bailey just takes a tumble there, but gets back to his feet. Nothing untoward. Tuta steps back. He's feeling hot from outside the perimeter. There's back-to-back triples for Tuta.
Found his range up to 6 points on 66% shooting from beyond the arc. And that is certainly a great equalizer if you can find a little bit of range from deep. They're now 3 for 7 at 42%. And they're doing a nice job of limiting the attempts of the Airs.
BNZ player timeout was used there, I believe. So, still about 20 seconds left in the game. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. He loves that catch and shoot. It is not going to happen for him, but they have another BNZ player timeout. And this gives us an opportunity to say a big thank you to BNZ for sending 6,600 people to Sal's NBL games all around the country. We can't give any more out for the playoffs, so make sure you keep an eye on all the Sal's socials and on the website, because we'll know who is playing where in the next
about 6 hours. Right after that Canterbury game, we're going to find out. The ticket to the big game entries are closed, but once again, thanks to BNZ. Fantastic job getting Kiwis all across Aotearoa sideline at Sal's NBL games this season. As mentioned, Taylor, over 6,600 fans got to games this season, all thanks to the great people at BNZ.
Sideline seats too, my goodness.
Well, don't quote me on that.
I'm going to start registering next year and say Casey Frankson was sideline.
That's yeah, my name does not have the clout you think it does.
Hey, you could be a 4-time champion in the Karis Club. Bailey. Shot clock winding down, game clock, and it's money from Dane Samuel. And he gives us the little shimmy. And they've cut that lead down right down to 6.
Well, the three-point shot, the great equalizer. They're shooting 50% from beyond the arc. 4 of them in total, and caught fire from deep in that second quarter. Take another look at it. Dane lets it fly. Josh Ledger with the contest, and then coming back the other way, give it to him. Oh, shake it out. You should have seen the footwork. It was all footwork in there. Fantastic. A lot of love between these two teams, these players. Fantastic to see the competition and a friendly kind of way as well. As we take a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats here at the half. It's been an impressive shooting display from the Tuatara, just under 50% overall, but that shooting from deep for the air is 50% from. The rebounds is a big difference right now, 14-5 overall, 6 offensive rebounds for the Tuatara. And those second chance points has enabled them to build that commanding lead, but the Taranaki Airs coming into it as the Airs feel the rhythm, they're feeling everything. As we take a look at the first half highlights, it started with the Tuatara sharing that basketball off the pick and roll, being active in half court. But Cooper hit the first of 4 triples for the Airs there to get things closer. Wilkie finding his range, doing some damage, 6 points for him, dishing the ball well. The Tuatara active in transition and active finding their main man from beyond the arc. But overall, the work rate of the Tuatara enabled them to build a strong lead before the Airs work their way back in the final few moments. Love the way both teams kept their eyes on the prize, and especially how the Airs didn't give up on things, continuing hammering away, chipping away at things until they were able to get themselves in position here just at the half to make a comeback in the second term.
The biggest lead of the game for the Tuatara was 15 points. Their biggest scoring run was 12, so to cut that right back down to 6 is pretty impressive. As we've already mentioned, the Tuatara have locked up the title for the Rapid League in 2026. But the Airs have so much more to play for. They're playing for contracts next year as well. We can't forget that. Yes, it's the last game of the season, but you want to be showing the organization, hey, why I should still stick around.
The organization and other organizations as well. There's a lot of teams, and the better you play, the better chance you have of picking up a contract someplace else if that's the way it has to go.
Definitely got some players who have bounced around from different clubs, but hey, chase the paper. And this one is not money. No paper here for Casey Ioane with that 3-point attempt.
A little slow in their execution on that one. Need to just pick up that pace a wee bit.
Well, this is what the Airs need. They need a couple stops. Daniel Samuel feeling himself. Couldn't quite capitalize on that triple as well. Heavy contact there. And, oh, I think they had done enough to get the charge, but not to be. They played on. Ioane looking for his second attempt, and totally unmarked was Wiley, and he overcooked that shot, but the O-board was good for young Matty Dalton.
Well, Cooper challenges or chases that steal in the post, and when he doesn't get it, that opens things up for the Tuatara. They missed the shot, but once again, on the glass, picking up O-board number 7.
Great feed and find from Samuel, but Bailey doesn't finish. They really need to capitalize with every opportunity. Hesitant was Ioane, gets it back to Ledger, who is really the glue of the team. Looking for the pick and roll, doesn't get it, gets it to Matty Dalton for a triple. Can't find the bottom of the net.
Good offense, good defense though. They rotated well, forced a difficult shot, and then finally got that rebound.
Samuel just loses the handles, and Ledger regathers. There's plenty of blue jerseys down there. Cooper is filthy with the call.
Well, a nice attack on the change of possession there. Force a turnover, and immediately the Tuatara off to the races. Get that 3-on-2 break, and a nice job attacking the rim. Wiley might have had the passing angle, but decides to put the pressure on himself. Gets a couple attempts from the Chemist Warehouse because of it.
Wiley got a Rapid League high of 12 points this season, wanting to add to that. Capitalize. Daniel Samuel wants to get downhill quickly and up the tempo. Try to get his team back on the scoring sheet. Tuta hits the backboard. Well away.
Nice pass.
Matty Dalton. He's starting to patch himself up again here, young 18-year-old.
Love a fast break where the ball doesn't hit the floor. Ioane sees Dalton streaking up ahead, delivers the ball well, and Dalton with the easy finish because of it.
Up to 10 points in the game now, Matty Dalton. Samuel again, that's the second one that has just fallen short on the lip of the rim.
They were shooting 50% from 3, but missed their last couple of attempts. Can they find that range again?
Great assist down to Ledger, who is very strong once he gets into that position.
Well, Samuel read right. He knew that was going to get dropped off. He got there early, but Ledger is able to show off the soft touch despite the defensive effort.
Samuel has Tuta running in behind him. But that's good defense by Ledger, but unfortunately a little bit of body contact.
Well, a really nice job done by Tuta there to force that contact. He goes with a slow step and basically catches Ledger reaching over the body. And to get a block across the body of the offensive player, you have to be so clean. You can't really have any contact at all. And Josh Ledger comes up just short of that as he heads to the bench, but another commanding lead built by the Tuatara over the first 2.5 minutes here of the third term. Themselves in great stead. Riley Tuta has to hit these shots. He wants to help get this Airs team back to within striking distance.
Yeah, their field goal percentage has dropped right back down to 38.9%. The rebounds are well and truly in favour of the Tuatara. Need to get some stops here and start scoring more buckets. Simple game, really, basketball. As Wilkie goes to the basket and is fouled, so he'll go to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
Just love the way he splits through the defenders there, avoiding the contact with Dane Samuel and forcing himself back into the body. Tuta underneath, looks like Samuel gets the foul up high. Wilkie ends up on the floor, but gets him off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2.
They've had so many more attempts at the Chemist Warehouse free throw line because they're just more aggressive. They're getting rewarded for the aggressiveness and forcing those fouls.
Yeah, I think in the first half they settled for those perimeter jump shots a bit too often. They've been better at driving here in the second half.
Doesn't make a mistake with the second, so they've extended their lead out here, 33-21. Minute 10 left to play in the third, in the Rapid League. Bailey does well to reach up, and then the hook shot over the top. Silky smooth.
Exactly the patience you need down there in the post. Takes his time and imposes himself physically. Matty Dalton trying to get some get back on Quinn Bailey there. Said, you got me once, I'll get you back. Doesn't quite get the highlight. And let's see, he is off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2.
Well, his Rapid League best is 14 points. He's currently sitting on 10. He can make it.
Oh, Matty Dalton, we might get the Dalton interview post-game.
Yeah, we might. He knew his brother was watching, so he said, I gotta play good.
I feel like that's not something Matty would say.
One more attempt to get up to 12. As I mentioned, his league high is 14. Nails it. And extends that lead a little bit more for the Auckland Tuatara.
12 points for the young fella.
Yes, that's unsuccessful. Plenty of blue jerseys there on defense and just confusing the space.
Well, a couple of hands hit the ball there.
Bailey with 10 seconds on the shot clock, gets it to Cooper. Bounce everywhere but down through the net. Wiley. About 10 seconds difference, 9 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Wiley just surveying the options. Wilkie comes up to receive the pass. Palahiaso sets the screen, but it's a miscommunication, so 10 seconds left on the game clock. They can have last possession if they want. Bailey goes soaring through. There was 4 players in front of him.
It was Quinn Bailey saying 1 on 4. Numbers. Give me, I like those odds.
Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, I'm going by myself.
Quinn Bailey's definitely a guy who you tell him before you go into a battle, he says, never tell me the odds. Give it a go. But what you can tell me the odds are of getting a new hoop in a school near you thanks to the Chemist Warehouse Hoops in Schools program. Auckland, Coromandel, and Northland, your region is open now. Scan that QR code to find out more and see how you can get a hoop in a school near you, all thanks to Basketball New Zealand and the Chemist Warehouse.
You know, you become that fearless when you have over 140 NBL games and you're playing here, and that is a tough finish over the top for Casey. You won it.
Oh.
Over the veteran.
It's every part of the rim. Bailey does well to get back after coming back from the free throw line, but the explosiveness of Ioane couples with a soft touch to get the roll and a commanding fourth quarter lead. We'll begin with the Tuatara up 13. They're shooting 50% from the field despite only 1 of 10 from beyond the arc. They've been to the free throw line 13 times and they're smashing the glass 21-9 on the boards.
24 points in the paint in comparison to 8.
And just a nice job by the Tuatara to continue to attack that rim. The Airs found that form from deep in the second quarter. We're 4 for 8, but they missed all 3 three-point attempts in that third quarter. And that was the equalizer for them. When they're unable to find that range from deep, it's going to be very difficult for them to keep that scoreboard ticking over, especially with the volume with which they've been shooting today.
I love when teams don't live and die by the three-point line.
It happens so infrequently nowadays. It's just that, you know, the game's changed. Everybody understands the math involved. That 3. I don't know if you knew this, Taylor, but 3 is worth more than 2. But you hear that talk.
When you're on, you're on.
But the basic math of it is to score 12 points from inside the arc, you have to shoot 60%. To score 12 points from outside the arc, you only have to shoot 40. It's the same thing, and you're much more likely to get to 40 than you are to 60. That's why the quality of shot from beyond the arc is so important.
Into the last quarter here of the Rapid League game, the last quarter of the season for both of these teams, and both at different ends of the ledger. The Airs sitting last in the Rapid League. The Tuatara have wrapped up the title.
Title wrapped up, but the margin not quite yet as Ioane tries to get to the cup.
And look at that ball movement again from this Tuatara team. Ball beats the man every single time, and they're well aware of that.
And this is, I guess this is a type of coronation for the Rapid League champions. They sewed it up last round, but they aren't officially champions until after this game completes.
Tuhaka gets in over the shot, and
well, I'm not sure about that call. I didn't think that was touching the rim. Yeah, it was inside the cylinder, but you're allowed to touch it. I don't understand what the issue was with the whistle. Not sure if we have an angle of it, but either way, the Airs get the bucket.
Difference is 9. To a single-digit lead. Ioane goes around. Alahiaso to Ledger. Wilkie pushes the pace. 2-3 zone from the Airs, miscommunication, and that's a stop that they need.
That is, possession by possession, are they getting ever closer? 9 points the difference. If they can find that same form they found in the second quarter, and we're only 3 shots away from tying this one up.
Saw a graphic there. The biggest lead was 15 early in the first quarter, and the Airs have not been in the lead this entire game. They're chasing from the get-go, and that is really unfortunate. Puts his foot out of bounds. Dalton inbounds to Wiley. Ledger to Wilkie, catch and shoot, elevates and sinks the triple.
Door open, door closed. Silky Wilkie hits the triple and makes it a very difficult comeback from here for the Airs.
Dani is always asking questions of the defense.
Well, better than asking questions of the officials after you have 1 T. So pushes down, and then when we see Wilkie drain the triple, solid screen, come back, and then the other way, Dani just imposes his will, gets inside the paint. A chance to hit double figures with a couple of makes from the Chemist Warehouse strike here.
That make is now the leading scorer for the Airs in the game with 9. Makes no mistake with the second as well, and the first player up to double digits for the Airs, and it is Tani Samuel.
How about Josh Ledger's got 10 rebounds in this game? That's 10 rebounds in 11 minutes is silly.
I mentioned beforehand, heading into this game, he had 126 rebounds in the Rapid League. No one else is even over 100.
Work that glass, young fella. No, he's a guy who's really, I think, stepped up his play this year as he sets that screen for Wilkie.
And there is the equalizer. Equalizer for a season high. 14 points for Matty Dalton.
Oh, we just get the mic going now. Oh, Ioane, what do you got, big fella?
Get upstairs, big boy.
Bouncy. Just does a chin up on the rim. Easy as you like it. Look at the height he gets on this. Just not even really trying. His head just barely misses the backboard. Man, he has a wealth of athletic talent, and I'll tell you a secret, it is untapped.
Eddie Dalton applying some pressure to Dane Samuel, and how's the handles from Samuel?
He took that full court pressure as a challenge. He's like, oh, you want to guard me up here? Well, not only am I going to get to the cup, but I'm also going to just physically punish you a little bit while I get there. Take another look at Ioane up on the rim. Bang! You could get a haircut from that orange rim, man. Get a couple of strays caught in there. Dane up to 11. Keeping it tight.
He'll play plenty of minutes in the next game as well. That is Samuel. He's on the free throw line here in the Rapid League game. Casey Ioane has the ball stolen by Bailey, but
Foul on
Samuel. Samuel, yeah.
A little body contact. Yeah, that's going to be sideline ball with 1:45 left. Probably not the worst whistle for the Airs. Took away that penetration, that opportunity there.
Dalton, Wilkie, Wyman. He elevates, gets up, and gets a nice kiss off the glass.
Turns the corner really well there and drives in a straight line. Doesn't get a banana cut that allows the defense to get back into the play. You love those straight line drives.
That one wasn't quite accurate when he needed it to be for the season high. The alley-oop! What a highlight play from the 18-year-olds!
A couple of teenagers just meeting up above the rim. Ioane with enough touch to get that to finish without the flush.
Samuel for three, nothing but net.
Just a quick 15 for him. Taking his time, 4 for 8 from the field.
Ioane was feeling himself. He was like, man, just play out. I want to get to the cup.
Take another look at the Dalton delivery. The Ioane gets it home. It's super slow-mo. Look at the form. Skill. Samuel is filled with skill. Back to the sideline. Oh, there's a foul. I actually thought it was out of bounds on Ioane, but no. Uh-oh.
And he goes, I'm a running straight back for you.
Man,
He's rim rocking this afternoon.
He is fun to watch, man. He is just attacking the orange play after play. Give us those highlights. I want one more. Give us one more.
His smile is infectious too. You just see everyone light up. Samuel has young Ioane on him. Gets up high, hits it off the backboard. So 35 seconds left to play. Matty Dalton sitting on his season high in the Rapid. Kailahi Aso wants in on the three party, and he takes a slice.
This game has gotten out of hand late as the Tuatara start rolling. 53 points on the board. Kailahi Aso 3 short of double figures.
Another 18-year-old out on court. The 3 18-year-olds playing very well to end the season. Tuta. Oh, that's beautiful. It's a BNZ.
Hey guys, you've already won the points percentage battle.
You asked for another highlight play. They're cooking it up.
It's true.
They're getting the recipe together for the highlight play. But now we've got high expectations.
It's true. It better be above that rim. It better not just be another 3. But once again, a chance for us to say thank you to BNZ for dishing out 6,600 plus tickets this season to fans all across Aotearoa, giving them a chance to hit the sidelines of Sal's NBL games and support the game and, you know, maybe inspire some future stars.
Eight seconds left in the game and in the season. It's Kailahi Aso from the left wing. Ricochets and Samuel.
Oh, we're going to put 1 second on there.
Timeout.
Well, I do appreciate the Airs still playing the points percentage battle. not giving up on things. But it's also a sign of good coaching that even in the last game of the season, you still know the things you're supposed to do. So we've got 1 second left on the clock. They've put another second back up there. Let's see what the Airs can do. Down 15. Can they get it to 12? Or can they find that elusive 16-point shot?
1 second left. And I'm not too sure what that one was. I think Quentin Bailey was meant to crash the board a little bit sooner.
That was the pass off the glass. A nice thought process. Doesn't quite get executed to perfection. And that is going to be the Tuatara. There are your 2026 Rapid League champions. They sewed it up last week, and they get to celebrate it on their home court today.
That man on screen right there was the leading scorer for the Tuatara, but the leading scorer on the game was Dane Samuel. Here are the full-time statistics.
Look at that shooting.
81%.
That is insane.
Inside.
17 for 21. That is crazy, as we are going to send it over to Charlie Dalton, who's got a couple of those teenagers for the interview over here. As soon as we finish off this, the stats say one thing, but the story of the game is another one. Charlie, take it from here.
Cheers, Casey. Yep, I'm here with Casey Ioane and Matty Dalton, the little brother. Emphasis on the little. No tippy toes yet, but boys, you top off a pretty dominant Rapid League season with another win tonight. What is the key factor to not only winning tonight, but just being pretty dominant all season long, Matty?
Honestly, I think it comes down to just our chemistry, our team culture. You know, we love the Rapid League. We get after it. We like embrace it. So yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. And then yeah, just having fun with it. Getting out there, good job.
You guys always look like you're having fun. The lob to one another was pretty good. I would have liked to see a bit of a better slam though. But we talk about the Rapid League and what opportunities it brings. Both of you guys getting scholarships this year. You're heading to Incarnate Word, Matty heading to Concordia University, Irvine. How does this Rapid League help you get to where you are?
It prepares us a lot. It's fast-paced. We go hard, and yeah, like he was saying, our chemistry is so good. So when we get over there, it's just a matter of transferring it onto the college floor. So yeah.
And Dal told me a little rumor that you've got a Rapid League Champions cake to eat. Are you going to get into that now or after the NZNBL game?
Nah, still another job to do. Let's get it.
Yeah, we got one more job to do.
All the best, boys. Good luck. Cheers, mate.
But there's always time for cake.
A bit harsh on the dunk too. I thought Casey did good. High standards from Charlie Dalton. Don't forget, coming up at 3 p.m, we will be tipping off the Auckland Tuatara hosting the Taranaki Airs. Now, the top 6 is locked in, but how this game goes and the Rams Bulls will determine who makes that top 2 and who will be playing off in the play-ins next week. Don't go anywhere. We will see you back here at 3 p.m.
Number 1 seeds and have semi-final in another week's time to look forward to here in the 09. A little bit, particularly here, we want to go top seed and nothing less than that. We all go on the same little big screen. We've done on 16-4, Southlands 16-4 over the tiebreaker. We'll see the top. We go straight to the top. to the regular season here for your Sunday moves through the game by the Philippines. Sounds authentic New York pizza. DJ down home, direct support for. Starts for the home off for. Here's Warehouse. Baraka. New Balance. On the block break. BNZ. The backup to the 5. Season 2026 finals. Great time. Christian European. Aqua Super Power. Super Powers moving. Wuta. Papu. New Orleans. Sally. Triple Wonderman. Fucked up to theory. NZNBL.com and the King of New Zealand.
Yes, we are. And here we are at the game. So let's hope we have another win today for the Tuatara team. And if you want to win with all your real estate requirements, make sure you contact Esther. She will help you a slam dunk with whatever you need for all of your real estate requirements.
We'll find you next time.
You do.
I do, thanks.
Do we have any fans here who would like to check out from the Taranaki? We have a correct. This will play for tonight's event. Number 6, Lure Tuhaka. Number 8, Jordy Cooper. 11, Riley Tuka. 9, JM. Number 32, Felicity Switchblade. 2, Johnny Samuel. Number 5, elevated Martin Luber. Number 5. Number 1, Brandon Shaw, Newport. 42, Nico Hill, Martha Jones, 3, and James Moore, number 13. To the car fans, are you ready for some big basketball action? It's time!
16 rounds of basketball have led to this. We are in the penultimate game of the Sal's NBL before we hit the playoffs, and it is the Auckland Tuatara hosting the Taranaki Airs. The top 6 are locked and loaded. We will talk permutations after this, but the Tuatara have the opportunity to finish the #1 seed with a strong win here today. The Airs, though, plenty to play for, including pride. I'm Taylor Johnson. Joining me is Casey Frank. Casey, what are you expecting from this game?
Well, it's going to be a test to see where the Tuatara's head at, to see if they can find that rhythm heading into the finals after a difficult round last week. And for the Taranaki Airs, I always love to see a team come in with nothing to lose. Roll those dice, see what might not happen, and you never know, maybe they mess up things, but right now it's about the Tuatara. They win, they're the top seed. If not, it opens the realm for a world of possibilities here on the final day of the Sal's NBL.
Well, the biggest thing for the Tuatara is their fate is in their hands, and it is good to see the faithful have come out here today to get their team. They want to be back here and have a home playoff. In order to do that, they need a win. Scan that QR code and have your say on your shout.vote. Let us know who you think is going to take the win. Will it be the Tuatara, or will the Airs pull through in their last game of the season? And we have seen some pretty wild scorelines this week. Anything can happen in the Sal's NBL. That's why we love it.
The only thing I'm really hoping for is a bit of a closer one, because they have been a bit lopsided here in the final week of the season. But certainly this Airs team, you never know what they're going to come up with. They have the talent to beat the best teams. They ended the Southland Sharks winning streak of 10 games plus on the Sharks home court. Can they do the same thing here today and reopen the door for the Sharks to get the top of the table?
Well, the Airs do know how to deflate a team, but this is a team that is hard to deflate, and we're lucky to be joined by Charlie Dalton, a former Auckland Tuatara player. Charlie, talk to us about the depth of this team.
Cheers, Taylor. Cheers, Casey. Always good to be here at the Event Finder Stadium as the Airs are trying to play spoiler, but it is all about the Tuatara. Well, they're trying to get that #1 spot. They play their best basketball at home. They're 8-1 here at the Event Finder Stadium. Still no Chris Johnson. He potentially is going to make it back for the playoffs. He's been at the big 3 in the United States, but they do have the 6-legged Tuatara. 6 players averaging over 14 points per game, which is pretty unheard of. And actually, none of them are above 15 points per game. So that's how evenly spread and deep this Tuatara side is. Who's going to catch fire tonight? Well, I'm going to leave that up to you guys.
Sitting on the fence. Casey Frank, who do you think's going to light it up?
Well, it's going to be a good question, but I certainly think Rob Lowe first and foremost, Tommy V, and I like the looks of Josh Dillon today and his ability to get going as we take a look at the fixtures and results from the round.
Yeah, the lopsided thing, like you said, the Phi, massive win over the Nuggets, the Saints, big win over the Hawks, and the Jets. I did not expect it to be that much of a deficit between them, because the Bulls were in it up until that game.
Yeah, I don't think anybody in the Jets expected that. And another blowout, this time the Saints getting a little bit of vengeance against the Sharks team that dealt to them earlier in the season, before the Giants went down as the Phi secured the 6th seed, and here we are on the ladder. This is where it's all happening. The Sharks in first place right now. If the Tuatara and Rams win, they will jump to 1st and 2nd. The Tuatara, look at that points percentage on the right, they win all tiebreakers. But if the Tuatara win and the Rams lose, the Tuatara 1st, the Sharks take the 2nd, the Rams will drop all the way to 4th, the Saints will jump up to 3rd. If the Rams win and the Tuatara lose today, the Rams jump to 1st place, the Sharks in 2nd, the Tuatara will sit in 3rd, and the Saints in 4th. So every seed up for grabs depending on the last 2 results of the Tuatara and the Rams playing today.
And we also saw that the Jets missed out, and how important is the Rapid League? Because had the Nuggets not had the better points differential in the Rapid League, they wouldn't be there.
If it's just at Sal's NBL points percentage, the Jets are the 6th best team, and not only that, the Rams are the best team by points percentage. So Rapid League, important for development, but also important for finals as we take a look at the Airs eliminated, but they do have the chance today to make a little noise and, you know, just send themselves up a little happier.
And who doesn't love to be a disruptor? But the other thing too is, yes, they're playing for the last game of the season and for all their loyal fans who are in Taranaki, but also the potential to pick up contracts next year for not only this team, but other teams.
Yeah, it's certainly that has to lift into it, but their focus needs to be on the court today. Go out, leave it all out there, play as hard as you can, and maybe you come up with a win. And then when everybody's in the league office, namely me, is trying to make those things, it'll be tough to do.
Cook Jr. was a late scratching, so Luca Bear goes up into the starting 5. Stroud, Hill, Jones, and Moores complete that starting five, I mean, who really needs to stand up if they are to stand a chance against the Tuatara?
Well, for me, it's James Moores in the middle. He's going to have to be huge both ways. Defensively, he's going to have to do a nice job of slowing down Rob Lowe in the paint. And then offensively, he's going to have to try and get things going on the wing.
You spoke to their head coach, John White, about what their motivation is today. Let's have a listen ahead of tip-off.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not the situation we wanted to be in at this point of the season. Would have been loving to push for finals, but I guess we've set ourselves a goal of playing a certain way this year, and we're looking to finish off the season the way we wanted to start it, and yeah, we'll try to take it from there.
And taking it from there is going to mean coming up against the Tuatara team with a lot of options offensively, a lot of different ways to get the ball in the bucket. What's the focus for the Airs today defensively as you try and slow this unit down?
Yeah, obviously trying to limit their ball movement. They're, you know, the ball just moves with the Tuatara, so looking to slow them down, get that ball sort of sticking a little bit more, try and be a bit more disruptive, and obviously take away that three-point game that's so deadly.
Talked about the three-point game being deadly, but almost everything is deadly with the Tuatara team. I mean, what do you think is their biggest strength?
Well, it is their depth, but what I think is their biggest strength is their patience. When they're playing patiently is when they're in good shape. When they get sped up, when they're trying to chase somebody who's above them, that makes it a little bit tougher to them to execute at the level that is required for them to reach their goal, which, make no bones about it, is a championship.
Let's take a look at their starting five, and it's an experienced starting five with Dylan Vesto, Davidson, Vidanovic, and Robbie Lowe. I mean, again, there's so many strong names across there, but who do you think will like to go toe-to-toe with the Airs and really prove something?
We're going to talk about Lowe and Moores in a second, but I think Dylan is really key to getting this going. If he can find his form early and involve all those shooters, really sets up the Tuatara for getting things done.
Well, you asked Cam Glidden what he wanted to see ahead of tip-off. Let's find out.
Yeah, I hope to see just a connected group. You know, I thought against the Jets last week we played really well, and then we laid a bit of an egg against the Rams. So just a connected group that understands what's on the line, but do it one possession at a time.
And it's going to take one possession to get time against an Airs team that has proven dangerous at different times this year. Tough defensively, don't always score the most points, but when you're looking at this club with a late out and Aaron Cook Jr. being sidelined, what are you hoping to contain and limit in their offensive attack?
Yeah, you're right. Defensively, that's what the biggest focus has been for us this week. They run and jump a lot. They get into it. They play very good one-on-one containment. They like to speed up the game and put it on their terms. So just making sure we're strong with the ball. We own our real estate, and sometimes the obvious look won't be there tonight, and it'll be something else that's open. So just stick to the script, but make sure our guys know to be hoopers as well.
We love when the boys start to hoop and ball out. Let's take a look at the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head, and you highlighted it. It was the big matchup between those two players, but let's take a look at the actual numbers. The field goal percentage and the rebounding and the assist is pretty elite for the Tuatara.
It certainly is. They share the ball as well as anyone in the competition because they are so unselfish. The rebounding is key. The Taranaki Airs can get caught on the glass on both ends. If they're unable to get it to that level today, it's going to be a long day for those dudes out there. As we see the Airs coming through saying hi to everybody. Can they get if they can get it done on the glass, everything else falls into place. James Moores, he's key for this Air side. The Westlake product and the court he knows well. He's grown up in the Event Finder Stadium. Going to play here today. Can that home court familiarity get him going to a higher level as he faces off against Rob Lowe? Another Westlake alum, a few years ahead of James Moores.
Only a few.
Only a few. But he hasn't had the huge statistical outputs that he's had in past seasons, but he's been so solid, and he's so important to what the Tuatara team needs to do all over the court.
Brian Jones, Sharon Martin, and Michaela Sharp are your Barcard match officials for this game, the penultimate game of the regular season. Plenty riding on this, and a lot of people backing the Tuatara, and you don't blame them considering the form.
This would not be the first time that the crowd was wrong this week, because we have had some upsets.
We're underway here at Event Finder Stadium. It is the Tuatara with first possession in the dark blue strip, and it is the Airs in the white Bearstow. The bounce pass to Rob Lowe, gets it back, gets underneath, and that is the first bucket for the Tuatara, and the crowd like it.
Well, you're so concerned about Rob Lowe as a scorer that the defense shifts to him, but they set that play up to make him a facilitator. Nice cut by Bairstow, perfectly delivered, easy bucket to start.
Nico Hill surveying his options, gets it to Moores, back to Hill for a triple attempt.
He's been key to this Airs team since he's been picked up mid-season, especially shooting from deep as Bairstow slips on the decal there. The unfortunate turnover. Take a look at it. He goes for the stop and slip. Those decals get you. We're trying to slip them down, but it's just a decal. When they go on new, they can take a little bit of wearing in.
Well, thank goodness it wasn't anything too untoward. Stroud receives the inbound from Marcel Jones, one of the most experienced players in the league, over 200 games. Hill just loses the grip on that one. He throws his hands up in frustration with himself. Davison pirouettes away, gets it to Vodanovic. Rob Lowe screaming for it in the paint and gets out. Stroud almost got a hand in the passing lane. Davison puts it back out. Bairstow steps back for the jump shot, fade away, it is good.
I like the defense by the Airs, though. Made that ball go through multiple hands and forced Bairstow on a tough shot as Stroud lets it fly.
Rushed that shot, did Stroud, because there were plenty of options with the Airs. They had plenty of time up their sleeve, wanting to push the tempo there. Getting in the way, it will be a side ball to Tuatara.
Well, I spoke earlier in the game about how the Airs have nothing to lose. That can be a double-edged sword, because it's sometimes good to play with a little bit of on the edge where you know you can't just let it fly, but I also appreciate the mindset. Let's go out, let's see what we got going, see if we can't just get that scoreboard lit up.
They don't want them to get up to too much of a lead, and Marcel Jones just said, give that ball here. Nico Hill takes it to the cup. Won't get it to drop, goes into the front row fans, but we'll go to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line. Good turnover from Marcel Jones. Vodanovic was just a little bit lackadaisical with it.
Well, Marcel's a veteran who knows how to play basically everything there is to play on the basketball court. He's been around this competition and many others for a long time, but I love that transfer from defense to offense. If they can continue with that kind of pace, that will certainly give them the opportunity to avoid this defense of the Auckland Tuatara in the half court.
Nico Hill misses the first attempt from the Chemist Warehouse free throw line. Makes no mistake with the second, and it is the first points registered for the Taranaki Airs. They need to stop here though, because when this Tuatara team get out to a big lead, they are hard to stop. The first snippet of the battle down low, and Moores, brilliant defense. That is textbook from the youngster up against the apprentice Marcel Jones. Doesn't finish down the other end.
Good defense by the Tuatara. Great defense by James Moores on the other side. He's gonna have to keep it up all day though.
Late whistle, but nonetheless, it is the whistle for Vodanovic.
Yeah, Tommy V got undercut a little bit on that finish. That's one of those fouls that the officiating crew, the barter card officials, will probably let go if he makes that one. See this deep catch down here. Now, see if you can't see his legs get kicked out. You see that the Vea gets his left leg when he's trying. That completely takes away your ability to explode and get any kind of power on the rim. Forcing that miss. Well, off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to make up for it.
Third season with the Tuatara for Vodanovic. Jones with the rebound. Stroud calling the shots. Jones, yeah, what's ahead. Decides to go for the long-range two-point shot, but Rob Lowe is there to tidy the boards, as he always is. Stroud trying to apply some pressure to Dilling. Rob Lowe just goes the direct route through Vodanovic, and he leaves the bunny there.
The shots the Tuatara are getting, though, are the shots they want. They'll be pleased with the execution, if not the finishes.
This time we see Moores on offense and Lowe on defense, and they absolutely smother him, forced to go out for Stroud for a deep three, and he is money early.
Well, that's why you let the first one fly, because he has the eye in, and he's going to do more of it. Stroud gets whistled for the foul at half court. Nice change of direction by Dilling. And I like what we're seeing from the Airs early. Tommy V and Brandon Stroud have a little something to say to each other.
We love a spicy game. Here's a spicy shot from Stroud.
and just is able to get into a shot with that rhythm. He's got a slower release, so if you get a little bit tighter, you probably take it away.
Bairstow again is so tough when he gets that nice kiss off the glass.
I love his speed cutting away from the basket, or away from the basketball. That's what created that opportunity.
Rob Lowe did just enough to disrupt the ball handling there from Stroud, and ends up going out of bounds. And there's a change here as well for the Tuatara ledger on for Dylan.
Yeah, unfortunate for Stroud, they're losing that handle because the Airs have been so concerted on getting the perimeter shot early that I think that painted area might be open if you can get some more contact. Not sure what the call is here.
Sorry? Game delay? He's pulling his pants up, so that's game delay.
Delay of game on Brandon Stroud. Apparently he was pulling the shorts of Zach Riley.
And now he's tucking them in for him now.
That's hilarious.
Love the sport, the gamesmanship here, the game within the game. Bairstow has been good early, and there's a big mismatch down low, but he dishes it back off to Bairstow.
Bairstow double dribbled there. Caught him between minds of what he wanted to do. Love the effort by Nico Hill in the low post. He's isolated against Rob Lowe, fights hard, forces him to pass. And that's what it takes against a great team. You have to just fight the entire time. It doesn't always go your way, but if you keep fighting, you never know what's going to happen.
Stroud does well to get the ball from there. Only a 3-point deficit early on in the game. The changes on as well, Tuta and Samuel. Samuel leaves that one short. He had a couple of threes in the Rapid League games. We want to find his radar. Rob Lowe just wants to go straight down and can't get over the top of Samuel, but wanted to put him on a poster.
Looked like a bit of contact from my angle. Officials disagreed.
Samuel wants to go down the other end. He gets the whistle, and Rob Lowe's not happy about it because he's saying, hey, what about the contact down that end?
Yeah, Ryan Jones is signaling to Coach Cam Glidden that was straight up and down challenge on the other end. On this end, Donnie Samuel aggressive to the rim. He gets hacked right away. And he's off to the Chemist Warehouse Stripe and gives you a chance to learn more about the Chemist Warehouse Hoops in Schools program. Get hoops at your school, Auckland, Northland, Coromandel. You're up now. There's a hoop in need of a home. Hopefully it can find one near you. All thanks to Basketball New Zealand and the Chemist Warehouse. That next generation of Kiwi hooper ready to go.
And you'd be so inspired as well if you're a youngster with all the basketball happening both in the female space and the male space. We've seen the 3-on-3 at the Commonwealth Games. We have seen a lot of great basketball here in the South and the Rapid League. Good offensive rebound from Moores, gets it back to Samuel. There from the right wing, and he's got his eye in.
Luka, man, drains it. Offensive rebounds lead to great looks, and already I'm telling you right now, the Tuatara are in for a fight. This Airs team is ready to play today.
Yeah, Airs up by one. First time they had the lead in the game. Dilling steps up to the plate, and he eats.
And it's a different offense when Josh Dilling is able to find the range from deep. It really stretches things out and makes it so much more difficult for the Airs to guard all 5 positions.
Stroud to Moores, looking to send it home. Does just that. The crowd and the Airs jerseys are up on their feet, and there's about 7 of them.
And I tell you what, there's going to be a lot of Moores family members in the stadium as well. As we see Tommy V get sent to the ground and has a little something to say to Brandon Stroud.
They were already getting chippy beforehand, and it's 2 fouls against Stroud early.
We're going to have to keep an eye on this because this is getting a little bit more physical early. Take a look at the foul here. And it is just an easy shove. Tommy Vodanovic has baited him into that foul. And Brandon Stroud needs to be smarter just because his team needs him out there. If he gets cheap fouls like that, it takes away the best ball handler, the best decision maker, the best facilitator that the Airs have.
I don't know if this is the right kind of music to diffuse things, but you're playing the top beef music there is right now. There we go. This is better.
No diffusion. No diffusion out there.
Out of those two, who's Kendrick, who's Drake?
Well, I'm always sticking with Tommy V there. I'm gonna go with my Kiwis.
You know, I'm gonna talk some smack if I got Daniel Samuel in my team.
It's certainly a early favorite.
Let's see what the call is here.
What's going on, Ron?
back to the action. Everybody's done chatting. But this officiating crew is going to have to keep a close eye on the activity. So a late foul called there. Dylan got a little bit of a push that sent him to the sideline, and the whistle comes late.
And that probably would have been let go had we not had that Stroud call beforehand. Nonetheless, we play on. The Airs with the 1-point lead. Vodanovic elevates for a three. Wilkie taps it back, so good offensive rebound for the Tuatara to get a second chance. Wilkie steps back, pushes the shot up, and cashes it.
Great screen by Josh Ledger there. He gets that handoff, but on that handoff, he also sets a screen that gives Wilkie so much time. He's got no choice but to knock it down.
Adam, mid-range jump shot is good. Just gets the set line to even things back up.
And he's a tremendous shooter. If he can come out and shoot the ball well today, that certainly lifts the ceiling of this Airs offense.
Tuatara just looking for someone to nominate. You can see Moores and Vodanovic tangled up. Sorry, it's not Moores, Bailey.
Tommy V with a good, strong move, and it's just Quentin Bailey playing defense with his hands. He uses his hands to shed Tom Vodanovic there. If he falls down with your hands up in the air, you're not going to get that whistle. But when you put contact on the body and the player loses his footing, you're forcing the officials into making a call there, and that one goes against the Airs early. I've had most of these calls inside.
There's a lot of tension on the sideline between players and coaches.
There you see that little shed there by Quinn Bailey with that right hand, pushes it over. And that's actually the 5th personal foul there, so we are shooting free throws now.
Foul trouble early. That is 4 minutes, 33 seconds left. That is a lot of time to shoot some free throws.
It's a lot of time, especially when you're looking at the foul trouble that this team already has. Vea with 2, 1 on Bailey, 2 on Stroud. Stroud wants to keep an eye on Brandon Stroud. How long are the Airs going to be able to leave him on the bench? I don't think it's too much longer if this score sheet starts to get away from them.
Oh, great offensive rebound here for the Tuatara, but that's heartbreaking for the Airs.
Tommy V not shoot the ball with the same efficiency from deep as he normally does.
Samuel just put too much on that, was looking for the alley-oop upstairs to Bailey, and it's not to be, pushing the pace. Vodanovic Dilling screaming for it from the wing.
Matty Dalton, the young fella, gets in the mix on the glass, and he's going to earn himself a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe as he takes the foul on that rebound attempt.
Had a great Rapid League game, equaled his season's best with 14 points. And he's into the thick of it early. See him going for the rebound and the foul. Matty Dalton, just 18 years old, out of Bronson City College. We'll hear from his brother Charlie shortly. Won't be your first trip into the Tuatara.
I'm surprised we haven't heard from Charlie yet. He's never this quiet. Right?
His mic must be off.
Well, those offensive rebound opportunities, so important for the Tuatara to build their lead, but equally important for the Taranaki Airs to take away those opportunities. That extra bucket there doesn't do too much damage, but watch as this game goes on to see if it doesn't start doing more.
Samuel likes the battle against Vodanovic, kicks it out to that left wing tutor, back to Moores. Moores, uncontested three-point shot. You need to bang those ones in a game like this.
Plenty of time, just can't line it up, and now it's the Tuatara attacking the other way again.
Great vision from Vodanovic. So good at identifying when players are free. Dilling wants to try and go around the corner. And it's an opportunity for a three-point play.
Really like the aggressiveness with which Josh Dillon has come out today. Turns that corner really well. As Adam is never able to get in front of him. The contact on the side, Dillon gets the finish, gets a little bit of harm, and is off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe again. The Tuatara doing a lot, living there early, but not damaging there. Just 2 for 7 from the free throw line right now.
capitalizes on the opportunity for that three-point play. Now it is up to the Airs to make sure that the Tuatara don't get out to a big lead. Adam to Samuel, bullies his way through and
nice physical defense there by Matty Dalton. Able to just force Donnie Samuel off his line there.
They can't allow these errors to compound. To find some form, this is team Dalton. Pirouettes and leaves it on the cup, but does well to follow through on the rebound, bobbles it, but it's in the hands of Xavier Adams with all his experience. 4th season in the league, but just 21 years old for Adam. His dad used to coach the team. Moore's good vision to Samuel, and he leaves it there, and those are the frustrating ones.
Good execution, but they can't afford to miss shots that they've executed well. They need to knock down those bunnies.
Davison gets it to Charlie Dalton. Sorry, Batty Dalton. Charlie Dalton sitting next to me. Charlie saying he would have made that one.
Confidence is high. Confidence is high.
Adam gets it stolen from Matty Dalton.
So your Adam there just needs to be aware of where that help's coming from. Donnie Samuel opened the corner. When Dalton comes in like this, jump stop, make that pass, but Dalton's able to get it. We have an early timeout in this one.
Yeah, they've jumped out to a 7-point lead.
You guys are the ones that aren't doing your work. You're not finishing possessions. We're putting our own bigs under pressure. You got to freaking box out. You got to finish possessions off. Offensively, our speed of action is way too slow. When we set our Nash screen, okay, so when Riley comes out that corner, all right, come out on a tear. All right, Moose, get to the split line on it. So we've got 2 screens that side of the floor. We don't want the second screen in the slot, okay? On that, come off at speed, flare with purpose. If the shift isn't on, dive it straight away. Sell, lift, kick it, dump it in. All right, but then D-trans-wise, we're picking them up at the 3-point line. It's way too easy for them. With Josh Dilling, okay, set him right. Break the scout, send him right. Okay, let's go.
Dinner sorted, $35. Large Nana Pizza. Got to get the basil in there. Look at it sprinkled onto the top. Online code Sal's Basketball 26. Or use that QR code, valid until the 31st of July. What Friday is that? It's about a week away from here. So jump on that one all week long.
Charlie Dalton, what was being said in the Tuatara huddle?
Hey guys, yeah, you've kept me quiet long enough, but the timeout was good. Cam was pretty happy with what he's seeing so far, but he wants to continue to see the Tuatara get to that 2nd and 3rd side. He's happy with the high lows. Keep looking for them to Tommy B with those seals.
Thank you, Charlie. Interestingly, some stern words as expected when you're down by 7 from the Airs. When you educate the viewers at home, Casey Frank, when you say flare with purpose, what is he saying?
Well, when you're flaring, that's taking a screen that the screener is sealing the sideline. So that he's basically telling players not to float off to the sideline, but to get out there with some speed so you can reverse that ball and attack in either direction. But with purpose is something you need to do at all times. You never cut just to cut. You're cutting to score. Look at the basketball. Get speed. Go down there with some downhill force and force defenses to adjust to you, not the other way around.
Young Cooper, the 18-year-old, out on the court in his rookie season. Will be marked by Wiley, gets it to Hill. Cooper regains possession. Gives it back out to Hill. Hill has Davison applying some pressure on defense. Moores surveying the options. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Someone needs to go up, and it's Marcel Jones, and probably not the best look he would have liked.
Oh my.
Oh, I would have thought that was inbound for the Airs.
Well, there's no question that it was off Tom Vodanovic, but quite often when an official calls it that way, what they're saying is, look, there was contact from behind. I don't want to call a foul. But take another look at it, and it does hit Marcel Jones just a little bit. They've discussed things, and they decided to keep it there. I think probably that's a call that goes to the Tuatara, because otherwise, most likely a foul on Marcel Jones.
Vodanovic to Wiley, low. Above the perimeter, the bounce pass, he cannot regather, so they wanted to go quickly in transition. Hill goes himself with the floater, and it's well off. And that's what the coach ordered, because he said, let's finish our possessions. Bogdanovic steps up for a triple and is ice cold with it.
Cooper's gone down. The young fella looks like he twisted his ankle there. For the Tuatara, nothing smooth. They've got 6 turnovers already. Looks like Brandon Stroud's going to check back into the ball game now. As we take another look at Wiley with the extra pass, Tommy V nails it, hitting his first triple of the ball game. For the Airs, that shot by Nico Hill, I love the freedom, I love the aggressiveness, but they need to know the difference between an okay shot and a good shot. And right now they're taking early shots that are just okay. They need to force that defense to rotate 1 or 2 more times and turn okay shots into good and great opportunities that they can convert at higher rates.
Biggest lead of the game so far for the Tuatara with 1:25 to go. It is 10 points. The Airs need to score. Marcel Jones didn't like the look of the 3, went closer and leaves that one behind too. The execution well away at the moment for the Airs, but you won it. The exciting youngster on court. He won't get the bucket, but he'll go to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
This Tuatara fast break is something else. The second they have possession, they are off to the races. Bairstow that time makes the unselfish pass to set up Casey Ioane. And look at that clever footwork here. Might have been a travel, he gets away with it. Doesn't get the reverse, but does get to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2.
Got a hot guy.
Misses the first. And the poor form from the Chemist Warehouse stripe continues for the Tuatara, just 2 for 8.
The Airs at the moment are shooting 26% from the field. It is not up to scratch. You've got to be shooting better than that against the Tuatara. Stroud, tough but Moores with the finish and the putback. That's the follow through. And here's that fast break you're talking about, Casey. Frank Bogdanovic off to the races and over the finish line.
What a counterattack, and that's on a make. Beautiful kick out, pass ahead. Nice job by Tommy V to seal. And the Airs have their work cut out for him in transition.
Stroud is wanting to put the team on the back, and no whistle is going to come his way.
Tommy V and Brandon Stroud just saying hello again. Brandon Stroud needs to be careful. He's initiating all that contact, and he's saying that he's getting pushed down, but that's obviously a flop. He's obviously trying to bait him into something, and the flop is called there. Coach Ryan Jones comes over and calls a flop on that. Nice defense by Rob Lowe. He's in good position. Stroud initiates the contact. That's why there's no whistle. And to confirm, Brandon Stroud hitting the floor there. It does go down. We've got a technical on the Airs bench, I believe, Coach John White.
It is capitulating here for the Airs. We were only in the first quarter, 26-15. The foul count is high. They were in the bonus with 4 minutes 33 still remaining in the first. And at the moment, all the Tuatara need to do is play the antagonizer. Smile back at them, because it's frustrating them.
Well, right now, it's switched. Oh, we've got a technical foul on Brandon Stroud now. Look, I don't hear the conversations that are happening, but I think from the jump, this is a game that's gotten away from the officiating crew just a bit. The level of physicality is high. Everyone's on edge. Brandon Stroud picks up the foul there. I believe that's his 3rd personal now. So he's going to have to be so careful moving forward. 2 technicals on 1 possession, not what the Airs need, but thankfully for them, Tuatara can't hit free throws. Charlie, Dalton, what do we got from you, my man?
Yeah, I'm just down here by the Taranaki Airs bench. Jordan Cooper, we saw him go down a little bit earlier. Just an update, it is an ankle sprain. He told me he wants to go back on, but his physio's not letting him, so I think that's going to be the last time we see him this afternoon, but he'll be supporting loudly from the bench.
And that does impact the Airs, who are already down without starting point guard Aaron Cook Jr., who was a late scratch with a hamstring injury he's been dealing with for a few weeks. So now to lose another guard, a ball handling guard at that, it's going to impact the way this Airs team can go things moving forward.
Well, the Airs are just not doing themselves any favours by getting in the faces of the match officials at present, but now they need to have a clean game. We're into the last 30 seconds. 8 seconds left on this possession for the Tuatara. Bogdanovic with the bounce pass, and they get another. No, it's a travel.
Bairstow, second turnover of the day, carrying the basketball, had a double dribble earlier in that one. He apparently just got the happy feet, so that'll give the possible last possession of the quarter to Taranaki.
And they need to score here. It is an 11-point lead, the largest lead of the game. At one point they were in the lead before they got into foul trouble, and they haven't been making their shots. Marcel Jones steps to the left, delivers low, but it doesn't land. Bairstow, it is not going to count. 26 points to 15. It has been a topsy-turvy and a very heated half of basketball here at Event Finder Stadium. The Tuatara are, of course, fighting for that top-seeded finish. They're well on their way, but the Airs have something to prove. Don't go anywhere. We will have the second quarter after this. Welcome back to Event Finder Stadium on your Sunday afternoon for Sal's NBL basketball. And it's the last round of the regular season, and for the Tuatara, there is a spot at finishing the top seed on the line. It is 26 points to 15. Casey Frank, what did you make of the first quarter?
Well, obviously emotions are high at this point in the ball game, but I like the way that the Tuatara responded to the physical activity early, and I like most of what the Airs are doing. They just need to find a way to execute and finish those plays that they've created at a higher rate.
It's our pleasure now to invite John White into a conversation. John, thank you so much for joining us. What were the key messages to the team after that break, considering the tempers are flaring at the moment?
Yeah, you're right. The game's sort of out of our control at the moment, so we're looking to obviously get ourselves back into it mentally, but I think a lot of it's coming from our own doing, where we're shooting protected shots, books, and they're going to play on us every time. So we just need to make sure they're shooting the shots that we need to shoot, and making sure they're not running the floor.
Speaking of that emotion, obviously you want your team to play with fire. How do you ask them to use that, to stay on the edge of playing with that fire, but not getting too excited? You don't want the tease, you don't want the bad fouls, but you certainly want the fire that comes with it. Yeah,
that's our group in a nutshell, right? Like, we've been playing on the edge the whole year, and sometimes we overstep the mark, and today I think we're definitely letting the emotion get to us. So again, we're just got to go back to what we spoke about in our pre-game, and playing the way we want to, and also playing for each other, making sure that the way we interact with each other on the floor is the way that we best reflect each other too.
Well, awesome, Coach. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
So it is still a 12-point deficit here for the Tuatara, biggest lead of the game. Bear and Ledger get caught up.
Next play, next play. Next play.
The call is against Veer, but things are really heated, and we're adding fuel to the fire here close to the sideline because Glidden's getting involved. The players on the bench are getting involved.
It's going to be a physical game. Every game is a championship in its own way. You come out here, this Airs team is not going quietly into that good night. They are raging against the dying of the light.
Finally, an uncontested shot, and it falls away. So Samuel will probably need to play a very big part in this game, considering the foul trouble the rest of his teammates are in. Steps back for the fade, doesn't connect, and not enough white jerseys crashing the boards. It's just too easy for the Tuatara to regather position.
Just a little quick for the Airs right now. They need to get that ball through hands before they attack.
The dive from Davison is excellent. They're counting it, and he'll go to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line. Will Ledger.
Beautiful pass by Isaac Davidson. Just such a multi-skilled player. He has just fit in so nicely with this Tuatara team. He's got the shot that creates gravity on the outside, great size at his position. But facilitation like that, if he could lift that part of his game up a bit, it would make this Tuatara squad even that much more dangerous as the poor shooting from the Chemist Warehouse stripe continues for the Tuatara. They're 3 for 12 at 25%.
Poor shooting from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, and probably lucky for the Airs because this scoreline could be a whole lot bigger.
James Morris with a nice drive there, gets fouled probably a couple of times as he gets to the cup. First personal of the quarter on the Tuatara there. Was it Tommy V? Was it Josh Ledger?
There are a few Airs jerseys here in the camp. I do believe they probably are the Moors fans.
Confirmation that foul was on Josh Ledger, his first of the game. Got 2 rebounds in a little less than 5 minutes. Had over 10 rebounds in the Rapid League, though.
The Airs really struggling to get the ball in the hoop at the moment. 6 from 21 in the field. 3 from 6 from the free throw line as well. Oh, Davison sneaks in a triple.
Just too open, just wide open in that corner. And you cannot let a good shooter have that much airspace. They will knock it down time after time.
Samuel to Hill. The options close down really quickly for the Airs. There's a battle down low. Moores with the footwork. And they're just not getting the roll that they want.
A beautiful move. Does all the work. Just cannot get that finish as mentioned. They need to start knocking them down if they want to get back in this ballgame.
Really struggling to finish. The Tuatara, you can see each time they soak up the possession, they look for the right shot, and that time the right shot was Robbie Lowe.
Great execution, so patient, shot clock running down, but they don't speed up at all. They work that ball through multiple hands and eventually get that high-low, well-delivered, well-finished.
Tuatara have outscored the Airs 10-3 in this quarter so far.
It's just dominant by the squad overall. We're pushing it out time after time. The Airs, if they don't start finding the bucket with a bit more consistency now, this is probably going to be as close as this game gets.
Stroud is back onto the court with 3 personal fouls.
Solid, solid.
Bailey bounces it to Samuel. Samuel gets into space. Stroud decides to go for the triple. It's away to the right, and Tusa does enough to bounce it back into Stroud. Stroud goes to the cup, and he won't get the bucket, but he'll go to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line just to bank some points for this team.
Well, that's a great way to get it. Put your nose down, attack the paint, take the contact. And Stroud hasn't shot away at any point in this game. He's certainly continuing to try and push his team and possibly get things done. Fans MVP vote. This is your chance at home to let us know who you think is in the MVP of the season. Scan that QR code, drop down. You can vote once per day. Some big prizes on the line for one lucky fan who's able to get that one right. We will be releasing the fans MVP next week. Are you gonna line up with the experts like me and Taylor? I don't know, we'll see.
Well, Stroud was coming off a season-best performance last week and really has been so limited here as Davison doesn't deliver on the triple. So a stop here for the Airs, but they need to start converting down this end. Low pass for Samuel. wants to take on Rob Lowe. That's a tough finish, contested make for Samuel.
Just beautiful ball handling, has Rob Lowe guessing multiple directions, and the physicality to give him that shoulder bump and shed him before the finish.
Besto back out on court, as is Dalton.
And the Airs are back in that zone. Well, Dalton sees that weak side leak out to worry about the shooter, and that's when he's able to attack the rim. Doesn't get the finish, but does get fouled on the rebound opportunity. That should be ball on the baseline to the Tuatara.
13 foul for the Ears. And miscommunication on the inbound, and that's fortunate.
Timeout to the Tuatara. Cam Glidden watches turnover number 7 leave their hands. He's not happy about it.
That means we've got something from all the prize coming to hand on out to the crowd here. Let's see what we got on board. It looks like the Warehouse is on for this one. If you would like a prize from
11 fucking turnovers.
Now, make a little bit of noise in the process.
Be fucking men. Make a strong lead. Hold the ball. Don't throw it to fucking air.
Come on out, girls.
Hey, guys.
Apologies to everybody at home. We do appreciate the opportunity to get into the huddle, but occasionally things get a little colorful on your Sunday afternoon. But 3 out of 6 words, Cam. Come on, give us a break. Gotta help us out here.
Nice, the goat's got it.
You can see the frustration, but equally his team is up by 14, but they know what this means. If they win today, they guarantee a top spot.
But it's also not about this game. Yes, they want to win, they want top spot, they need that, but this is a team that's got championship aspirations, and this is not championship level basketball right now. If they need to take better care of the ball, that's what he's concerned about. On the other end of the court, Charlie, can you let us know what the Airs were chatting through?
The Airs, everything about that timeout was talking about defense. One, it was the players leading it, and a lot of it was about rebounding, but then it was about over-helping and then trying to delay that messy pass to stop that high-low. So they want more ball pressure once that messy pass gets skipped across so they can't find Tommy V down low.
Interestingly, that it was very defensive based, because on offense, that's where they've been the most porous. 29% from the field still. Haven't been able to shoot that one up. Stroud uses the screen of Moores to get around and gets a whistle. He'll go to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line, and that's the 3rd foul.
Stroud again.
Yeah.
He's got 4 points, just the 4 shots, but he's keeping pressure, and he is their best bet for penetrating activity. You know, he's a skilled ball handler, has good size.
The unfortunate thing about him being in foul trouble is he's one of the leading stealers, of course, after Aaron Cook Jr., who was ruled out late. So he's probably not offering as much on defense as he would like, so he needs to step up big time on offense.
It's going to be difficult for him to play with the same level of aggressiveness that he'd normally like to, which is one of the reasons we've seen this Airs team fall back in the zone the last few possessions.
Now!
Besto floats it over the top. Really nice roll.
Yeah, too easy. Airs just dropping their guard for a half beat. Besto takes advantage.
Samuel finds Bailey, but Lowe swats it out of here. Stroud does well, but the block is even better from Robbie Lowe. They go in transition to Davison in the corner. He offloads it to Riley. Robbie Lowe was looking to put in the dagger, got the block, couldn't finish the 3.
Rob Lowe classic there, the trailing 3. Has plenty of time, can't knock it down, but love the defense on the other end.
Hammer it!
Samuel looking at the options, does well, dishes it off to Tuta for a triple, and now they send it home. And could this be the comeback that they need?
Big shot there by Tuta. Great defense before that by the Tuatara, but late they lose the shooter on the perimeter.
Oh, the foul.
The little flipsy-do. I'll get 2 off the glass. Thank you very much. Bairstow up to 10 points now. Hasn't missed a shot. 5 for 5 from the field. And he, as a player, I think is just starting to find his rhythm at this point in the season. There's so much time after getting hit in the first game of the year, and has worked his way back into the lineup, worked his way back into rhythm. And now we're starting to see some of the benefits of the time that the Tuatara were able to give him.
Well, he's coming off a season high against the Jets in the last round of 22 points and picking right up off that ball. Tuta just can't finish. Frustrating because they're getting some good looks, but they're just not executing this year's team. They're lucky that the execution was off for Dylan there, so they can have an opportunity to cut down this really big lead. Bailey aggressively just goes straight to the cup and is rewarded.
Hey,
more of that.
You got a layup. They're able to get to the rim and get the finish. I love the transition. I love the activity, being able to score before the defense gets set.
Bairstow is hungry for more points. Just makes it look too easy, and that is tough.
That's weak side of the defense has to help him out. He's given up a ton of size against Bairstow. On that catch, someone needs to sag somewhere else.
Bailey again, aggressive, but Rob Lowe gets it. Stroud is going to get his 4th personal. That is... He probably didn't need to go for that. Rob Lowe had already secured that rebound.
Well, he's asking the coach to leave him on the court, but that's a no-go. There's 4 minutes left in the half, and the next foul sends you out for the rest of the game. If you wanted to stay out there, you got to keep those hands out the cookie jar.
Right, hey, Ronnie.
And with that, they're in the bonus. Again, bonus early. Still 3 minutes 48 to go.
Yeah, it was 5 minutes in the first quarter. It's 4 minutes here in the second quarter. The lone bright spot is the Tuatara aren't taking advantage. They're just 4 for 13 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. And Rob Lowe looks like somebody left the door open. That breeze came through, pushed it back. Having a little bit of a laugh about it with Donna Samuel.
The unfortunate thing here as well for the years is they obviously can't be as aggressive as they usually are on defense, being in foul trouble, but they're not hitting it offensively either. Samuel to Jones. Adam kicks it to Tusa, bounce pass to Marcel Jones, and just not a whole lot of movement. Someone needs to nominate it. It's going to be Bailey. And he's had a really good injection since coming off the bench, bringing in some energy to this team.
Some energy, some interior power, and I like the recognition. He sees Dylan on him. He knows that that guard's too small to keep him from going where he wants to go.
Cam Glidden's just blowing up here.
Well, Tuatara are a bit upset thinking that Riley got a wayward elbow to the face or the head. I didn't see the actual activity, but it was on the screen by Bailey. Either way, Riley gets himself to the cup now for the free throw line.
Which we like, but I'm worried about player safety now. If one of my guys gets his head taken off,
So Cam Glidden's just had a chat to the match officials saying, yeah, you're calling the fouls, but this is becoming a safety issue.
Yeah, that's what coaches say when they want more fouls.
Exactly.
Really concerned about safety. But look, it's a physical game. They're playing with a lot of physicality. And certainly the Tuatara would like as good a whistle as they can get on their home court.
Adam likes the look of the 2-point mid-ranger, and he sees it.
Air's hanging around. Air's hanging around, doing a nice job of just keeping themselves within touch distance. Can they close the gap here in the final 2 minutes and a half?
They certainly need to start making moves. Riley, great feed to Ioane Davison. Again, he's money from that 2-point jump shot. He loves it.
Just his third shot of the ball game. Sorry, fourth shot of the ball game. He's 3 for 4.
Samuel makes it count. Timeout board by Cam Glidden.
Well, it's back to 10. It looked like they were going to pull away, but right now, the Airs 5 for 12 from the three-point line at 41%. That is a lot of freedom for a team who hasn't been shooting the ball great from beyond the arc, but finding the space today.
They shoot a free throw and get a leak out. Lucky they're dumb as fuck and don't throw it. They got a layup. Match the fuck up. Be ready to go. Hey, fellas, we're getting driven by fucking... Here we go. Ice.
Right field. Goes right up, Timmy lost up there. Was it caught? It's into the back.
Robbie, get K.
We got another one. Here we go, one more. Who wants it most? That's allowed.
All right, we're going to play second side, Sean and TV. It's going to get back to Zach. Robbie, you're going to flash. We're going to hit Robbie. Zach, go away, but we're turning for you, Ice. If he's not letting you backdoor, you've got Robbie in the pocket. If he is he's playing up the line, you've got a backdoor. Here we go.
Apologies for the language in the Tuatara huddle. You can see that Cam Glennon wants, once again, a little bit more activity. What about over on the air side, Charlie? What's going on there?
Yeah, they're a lot happier with their defensive intensity there in that period. Now it's all about offense, just getting to their sets, getting their spacing right, and then just trying to finish this half strong.
Well, it's an easy game. Both teams know exactly what they need to do, but who can do it here in the last 2 minutes? I like the Air's chances to work this lead a little bit more slender.
Yeah, they just need to work on their execution. That is really hurting them offensively, but defensively, can they continue? Oh, bounces off the backboard, and for Besto, he gets it to Vidanovic. No foul there, just an inbound.
Great challenge by Bailey, gets his hand up high, but once again, an offensive rebound. That second chance opportunity, take another quick look at it. It goes up, yeah, off the fingers of Quick Bailey there. Great camera work to catch it. The ball back to live play now.
Oh, it's just too big.
Yeah, if he gets that catch right underneath the rim, there's nobody on the Air's team, including James Moore, who can keep him from getting that finish.
Samuel's like in the look of a back-to-back triple, but doesn't come off for him. And look at this transition play again. The Tuatara just off to the races, and Davison can't get the finish.
Both teams pretty pleased with the shots they're creating. Who's going to start knocking them down first?
Marcel Jones puts it through.
Loves the mini. Able to create that opportunity early. Marcel Jones knocks down a big shot. He's going to have to get guarded a little bit more closely as this game goes forward.
Still a 10-point deficit. Danovic tries to work his way through. Bailey does just enough defensively, but again, another O board for this Tuatara team. This time they box out.
Barely. Able to keep that one, but almost a third straight offensive rebound. Lucky to corral it eventually.
Adam for the mid-range jumper again. He is banking those ones.
And it's down to 8. Continuing the journey. The Air's closing the gap.
And let's not forget Stroud is in foul trouble. He's got 4 against him. Besto, their leading scorer, adds 15 points in his game thus far.
Well, the Air's got all out of whack defensively, completely unbalanced. Bailey had to choose between low underneath open or Besto. Either way, I think he chooses wrong. He's in trouble there.
12-point deficit here. 12-second deficit between the shot clock and the game clock. Samuel this time gets the bunny. They've been missing a lot of those. That finally connects with him.
Tuatara use their BNZ player timeout here and have a chance to discuss things. 8 points the difference, 9 seconds left. Big momentum swing here on the horizon. Can the Airs get the stop and get that under 10 or not? But what it is a chance for us to say thank you to BNZ for sending over 6,600 fans to games all across the country this year in the Sal's NBL. All thanks to the ticket to the big game. Groups all across Aotearoa got a chance to see the best basketball in the country up close and personal thanks to BNZ.
5 seconds left on the game clock. Davison is fouled, so they'll go to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line, being in the bonus.
Just not a great foul. I believe that's Riley Tuta from behind. Shot clock going down, didn't have a lot of time in that one. But sends him back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe where, lucky for the Airs, they're just 5 for 17 on the day. Man, there is some plastic wrap up on top of that rim today. Either that or the...
We need to measure where the line is.
The ghost of Event Finder pass up there swatting things away.
Gets the second.
They are better from 3 than they are from the free throw line right now.
Nico.
Let's go, Blue.
6 for 18 from deep and 6 for 19 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Timeout to the Airs, who will have 5 seconds to make something happen.
Timeout call. Just 5 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Let it roll, okay? So let it roll. What I want, you inbound it, okay? Zed, come through. James, start there, okay? Go get Zed. Let it roll if you can, okay? Huh? You can't advance it. Right? So you can't advance it. Right? Self fill the corner, dance fill the corner. Okay, what I want, let it roll. All I want is you come in behind, you sprint off, once you set the screen, go bury, okay? Let it roll, if you have to take it, take it. All right, all it is, dribble hard, okay, change direction, right off his back. There's your 3, or you got to kick the corner 3, all right?
As a hand off the run?
Flip, like dump it behind, even drop it through your legs, through your legs.
So EHE's schedule is live. Going to be a lot of announcements coming up about the E competition, including membership offers coming up next week. But for now, download that schedule. Make sure you can get to every game this season. T5 is on the horizon, back and better than ever.
Five seconds left in the half. Adam has possession, gives it away to Tuta. Tuta for the deep 3, and it is well away. Half time here at Event Finder Stadium. It is a 9-point lead to the Tuatara, who are hunting the top seed finish, but the Airs are not going away. They are keeping in touching distance. Don't go anywhere. We will have the second half after this. Well, let's go to Charlie Dalton, who is standing by with Moores.
Right, I'm here with James Moores. James, it's a pretty physical and chippy game. You guys dealing with a little bit of foul trouble. What do you guys have to fix to finish the season on a high?
We got to protect the rebounds and put some pressure on them, make them commit some fouls to us. So we just got to come out. Personally, I got to be more aggressive in the second half and go from there.
Yeah, look, you're playing in your home gym in front of your friends and family. What's it like being back here?
It's amazing. I played primary, intermediate, high school here, so I'm loving it.
All the best. Good luck for the second half. And now I'm joined by Tuatara, Sean Besto. Look, you got 15. It's working pretty good offensively, and you for the side. What's working good offensively?
I think we're getting 2 feet in the paint, and we're making a pay when we do.
Obviously, there's a lot at stake for this game. What do you guys have to fix defensively? They went on a pretty big run there to end the first half. What do you have to do in the second?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're making some tough twos, pull-up jumpers, and you know, I think we're getting whatever we want on offense, and we're leaving some out there. So I think it's a 20-point game if we do our job there.
Awesome. Good luck for the second half.
It has the potential to blow out, but the Airs think otherwise. 50-41, Tuatara leading in the penultimate game of the regular season in the South NBL. Second half after this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you might have seen earlier on our first match we had today was our Recharge Cup final, which was held here. Let's hear for our 2 competitors. Recharge Cup, it was a great tournament and it all wrapped up here at Event Finder Stadium earlier on. It was a great battle between our 2 finalists, so there could only be one Recharge Cup champion for 2026. Can you please put together your hands for our winners for 2026 for Recharge Cup, Shinray. And we'll bring up Coach
to accept the prize and the trophy. Here come the lads as well. This is our age group local champion, Shinray, who played very well all season in a very tough and tight competition. Regan's here, Sonny as well from Wuchar. You see here a superstar on the big screen throughout the edge. You'll see her and also cheering on the Tuatara all season long. Boys were pumped to get the job done today. Shinray, our winners of the 2026 Wuchar Cup, the inaugural one of the 6 rounds here at FIBA Stadium. And a very happy coach Lee. They won all the games as well, so they were unbeaten. That's worth the cheer. Unbeaten champions. And in a moment we're going to find out who our MVP of the season is. As soon as we get our coach here to lift the trophy here, thanks to Wuchar, we'll present it, and also our MVP. Here comes the trophy. Let's get our MVP winner as well. Let's present it to our winner. Let's hear it for Calvin McNee from Shinray. MVP. Very well deserved for Calvin, one of our local legends here. There's only one thing left to do, and that's lift the trophy. Let's hear it for Shinray.
Welcome back to FIBA Stadium. It is the Tuatara leading 50 points to 41 over the Taranaki Airs. The Airs, while their season is over at the end of this game, but the Tuatara, they are going into the post, but where they finish is in their hands. It has been a very physical battle, a confrontational battle, and a lot of chit-chat on the court. A standout at the moment for the Tuatara has been Bairstow, coming off the back of a season best last week, 22 points versus the Jets. How good has he been, Casey Frank?
He's been as good as you can be, 7 for 7 from the field, and he's got 15 points. 3 turnovers a little bit high, but let's start with the Taranaki Airs and James Moores. He's got 6 points, 6 rebounds. This one, he's been active underneath. The homecoming for him. You heard him talk about how great it is to be back here. He's been playing here basically since he was in the sandbox. He's doing it from deep, doing it from around the rim and active on the glass. He can do a little bit more on the rebounds. I think that's an area that the Taranaki Airs could use a bit more support.
And now to Bairstow, Casey Frank.
Well, I've loved his energy. You know, he's playing a lot of, essentially a point forward position. A lot of the penetration for this team right now is on his shoulders. And he started the game off with that fantastic cut and kept it up from there, moving without the basketball, staying aggressive every time he gets the ball. And we heard him say it in the interview with Charlie at halftime. It's about 2 feet in the paint, and look at the highlights. Every single time he's got the ball, what is it? 2 feet in the paint. He's single-minded with his activity, single-minded with what Coach Cam Clinton has asked for him, and he is delivering in spades today. 7 for 7 from the field, 100% from the tour. As we take a look at the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head, look at that shooting from inside the arc. And this is after 81% in the Rapid League. The free throws letting them down, the rebounds lifting them back up. Love what the Airs are doing defensively, though, forcing the 8 turnovers while taking care of the basketball. And despite the Airs not finding the form offensively, they're in this game, and they've got a chance to steal it in the second half.
Well, what do the Airs need to do offensively, though? Because that is really what's setting them down. There's no ifs or buts about it. You saw the shooting percentages. Is it the looks that they're getting? Are they rushing it? What are they doing wrong?
I think I'd like to see some more patience. If I'm Coach John White, I don't want to see that shot go up before that ball goes through 2 or 3 hands. I want the ball to go side to side, force the defense to adjust a bit more than they are right now. No more quick shots, no more dribble down and pull up, go for longer possessions.
Who will come out of the changing rooms at the better? Will it be the Airs? Will they fix their offensive woes, or will the Tuatara continue to charge ahead into the playoff? 50 points to 41 at the third quarter. Up after this.
Two of the honey is, we'll see how long it's been on the shelf. Back-to-back B's. That's correct, you've already won the prize, but let's go for our third and final one and see if we can make the hat-trick here. Well done. How many B's does it take us to time? To fill the time jar of honey. Up to your course. A, around 100. B, around 1,000. Or C, the lifetime forever. Lifetime of work of an entire hive. And you'll see, you get 3 B's in a row. What's it up? And C. It is C, 2 to 3. The lifetime of the entire hive is equivalent to 1 jar of manuka honey, which is a good stuff. Time 2. The run we've won yourself a sweet upgrade. That's pretty good. Sweet upgrade for the second half. And we also got a couple of prizes. Thank this part 2 for the first we've seen on the summit. The Rapid League team, the champion Rapid League team. As we go on. History is in the making with a win today. No teams have won the Rapid League and the regular season. To top both letters, that is all at stake. In the second half here for the 29-point difference. The Ears of Park, really spoiled. We're not sure we can go. From the floor.
No, the Met. 20 minutes of basketball left in the season for the Airs. Can they be the disruptors and determine the fate of the Tuatara, or Tuatara take fate into their own hands? It is the Taranaki Airs who are trailing by 9. Here is their shot selection. We spoke about it just before the end of the half. What do you make of it?
Well, obviously the success is coming from the interior. I would like to see a bit more activity on the perimeter, but this isn't what the Airs do. They're not a great shooting team from outside, but they can be, I think, if they move the ball a little bit more and don't take those quick ones. On the other side for the Tuatara, a little bit better from 3. They're 6 for 18 at 33%, but fantastic inside the arc. They've been shooting so well. For them, I like the offense. Everything they're doing is good. Just need to take slightly better care of the basketball. 8 turnovers in the first half. And secondly, they need to continue to attack the glass. They are commanding the rebounds right now, 28-17. Then if they continue to do that, the possession game will stay in their favor, and so will the game.
Sean Verso, the leading scorer for the Tuatara at 15, and Dale Samuel, leading scorer with 10 for the Airs.
The Taranaki Airs starting without Stroud. Remember, he's got those 4 fouls, so he starts the second half on the pine.
What can the Airs cook up out of the half? That is better penetration from the Taranaki Airs, more of it.
Well, I saw the cut, but I think that was a bit of a screen from Dale Samuel setting up Adams for that cut. Nice pass by Morris to finish it.
Davison gets it to Verso. Verso wants to drive. Bogdanovic screams for it. He's uncontested, doesn't make it count. And Moores gathers. Oakland, he decides to hold it up and wait for the cavalry to arrive. Moores gets it. No one decides to dribble. Goes one-on-one with Bogdanovic, and it's a contested shot that probably didn't need to go up.
Just got too static at the end. When Morris is making that move, that's when the cutters need to start. Instead, they stayed exactly where they were.
Verso gets high. That elevation is beautiful to watch, but again, doesn't sink the shot.
This is his first shot of the game. Now 7 for 8 from the field.
Samuel has all the time to nail the three, and he bangs it in.
Wait a minute, we got ourselves a ball game. 4-point lead, and this Tuatara squad many a time this season has let a team in the back door, doing it again once today to the Airs.
No Cook Jr. today, and also Stroud on 4 fouls. And they're only trailing by 4. This is going to be a true test to the Tuatara, who know they've got a postseason berth coming up.
That's the thing. The Tuatara are playing for first. The Airs are playing for pride. Right now going the Airs' way and staying it.
Bang, bang, Dane Samuel.
Talk to him. Let everybody know Dane. Dane coming out on fire. 16 points for him, leading scorer in the ball game now.
Season high is 20 points. He got that against the Fire in round 10. Well on track to beat that one. And Dylan just gets the settler they needed that one.
Josh Dillon, I'd like to see him get more aggressive. That's just his 6th shot of the game. He needs to impose himself on this ball game a bit more.
Again, just nominates himself to put the shot up. No one was crashing the boards for the Airs too. And look at that pace. Come on, Vodanovic. Let it go and regathered, and we play on. No, up against Samuel.
Nice flash. Rob Lowe gets up there quickly, and Dane Samuel's just a little bit late, giving him that window. Looks like Dane might have got an elbow to the face, and he's a little bit upset about it. Don't think there's anything untoward, just Rob Lowe making a move to the cup. But when you get a little chin music, can get you a little agitated. Rob Lowe just a little delay while the Moppets take some moisture off the floor.
What a comeback from this Taranaki Airs team. It was looking pretty bleak at one stage. They got on the wrong side of the match officials. They had back-to-back techs called against them. Stroud got 4 fouls, and there was a lot of heated conversations happening, but they've managed to compose themselves, and that's a sign of a really good team.
It is. And they haven't always proven that they're a great team on the court this season, but they've shown flashes. And this is a flash at the right time for an Airs fan, at the wrong time for the Tuatara faithful.
Beer kicks underneath. Bairstow gives up a foul.
He picks up his first personal of the ball game. No foul trouble, so to speak, for the Tuatara. Just Isaac Davidson with 2. For the Airs, 4 for Stroud, and 3 for Vea.
Unfortunate miss there for Vea. It was a good look. The lead at one stage was 17 points for the Tuatara. Davison decided to dish it out back to Dilling. Resetting their offense. Vodanovic back to Dilling. Oh, was the absolute right look, but he just didn't connect it.
Well, it's starting to feel a little creepy in here for Tuatara fans. You can feel the pensiveness. I mean, it looks like a wide open play. Just can't get it in there. Who on this Tuatara team is pulling this team together and locking them in right now? They need to get focused on the court. They need to get focused with where they're trying to score offensively.
Tuatara, oh, lovely dive to Moores. Beautiful basketball.
Really nice set, getting into the middle, forcing the defense to shake, and a strong finish by James Moores continues his good day.
This Airs team are stepping up. If you're an Airs fan at home, you'll be proud. And Davison misses that one, but an offensive rebound too easy for Vodanovic there. Low, waiting on the perimeter, gets it back and over the top, and that's just a beautiful gets off the glass for Robbie Lowe.
Well, Rob Lowe gets in, he looks for the basket. Dilly needs to do the same. He gives up a layup for a speculative pass.
And Moore's return serve on the other end.
Right place, right time. Rob Lowe's looking at that penetration. He's got his eyes elsewhere. Moore's just setting himself sharp on the dunker spot really well to even finish.
They're so aggressive to the cup and always rewarded with it.
Well, the Airs have not adjusted to Bairstow's shot diet. He is just cutting to the rim. Charge call.
Tough call.
I'd love to see that again. I couldn't see if Rob Lowe was set beforehand as we take another look at it. But Brandon Stroud is surprised, drops in. He's got a foot in the charge circle. That's the bad call. His heel's in the circle. unfortunately for the Airs, that's missed just when they were just getting into this comeback.
And that could have been a huge momentum changer. Massive. You can't be missing calls like that on live TV. Besto to Friday.
A huge play. The three-point play on one side taken away, comes back the other way, the hit. It's back to 7. Nicely done by Zach Riley and the Tuatara offense. And a quick timeout to chat about things for the Airs.
What they're going to do here, thanks to our fans.
There are the live standings. The Tuatara, if it sits as they are, they will move up to first place. Remember, the Rams play later today with a victory. They jump the Sharks as well.
Come all the way back while having the J Cup coffee cups as well. We need to count them down. We've got our superpower crew ready to count them down too. Here we go. 3, 2.
Coming up later today, the Rams and the Bulls. And that's what's going to decide the final positioning. The Tuatara win here, they have first, and then it's all up to the Rams. If the Rams win, they will take second if the Tuatara win as well.
What will the Bulls need to do as well? We look at the schedule here. So 2 elimination finals, or playoffs, should I say, during the week. And then the semi-final Saturday and Sunday, then the grand final Sunday, the 9th of August.
And this is why it's so important, the seeding right now. Got to get it in where we can get in. And let me throw over to Charlie Dalton. What were you listening to there?
Yeah, I was listening to the Tuatara timeout there. Cam Glidden, he's pretty happy with the shot selection. Obviously, they're shooting a lot of threes, but what he wants is to make sure everyone's jamming and crashing the offensive glass in case they do miss. They also just want to tidy up that on-ball coverage.
Thank you, Charlie Dalton. Lead us back out to 7 for the Tuatara, but it did cut down all the way to 2. Moore's feeling well short on that shot, but it was a good look. Just the execution again off, and that's been the issue for this Airs team. At one stage, their field goal percentage was at 24%, and they're back up to 43. They've started to tidy things up. Low into the body of Moores, and Vidanovic gets up and gets the rebound. The rebounds are killing this Airs team at present. Vidanovic for 3 this time, he sinks it.
Tommy V hasn't had a great year shooting the basketball, but 2 for 5 today, coming up at the right time as he stretches that lead back to 10.
Again, that momentum shifter. Was the charge call against Moores just a few moments ago. Riley steps up to the plate and doesn't disappoint, and all of a sudden the Tuatara out to 13.
What a response. 3 straight triples after the N1 doesn't go the way of the Airs. The Tuatara reclaim control.
Almost hopping up possession there was the Airs. Adam to Moores, they've missed that one, and when they don't get their own rebound, it is tough watching for Airs fans at the moment. More movement around the Airs. Davison gets it back to Vidanovic, and he wants to challenge Moores. Not doing a good job protecting the rim at that moment.
Excellent patience, gets it into the paint, and then uses his footwork to create that space for the hook shot. Foul on Isaac Davidson there on the ball.
15 points, and all of a sudden Stroud checks back in. He's on 4 personal fouls.
For the most part, the Airs have weathered that storm. Obviously got that lead back down to 4. But it has stretched out to 15 now.
They're on a 13-0 run.
It's a heck of a go. And that'll happen when you hit 3 straight threes as well.
Well, that timeout for the Tuatara certainly working. Jones with 3 seconds left on the shot clock, leaves it behind, and Lowe kicks it ahead for Riley, and just a little easy there. 15 unanswered points. Marcel Jones puts an end to it, but that was far too long, and that might have been enough. Danovich does well to keep that in, sends it back inside to Lowe. Davison. Contested shot over the top of Samuel Rob Lowe, fighting for it. And it's Marcel Jones eventually after the hot potato rebound. Great vision from Samuel. He gets a foul on the head. He'll go to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line, and we haven't seen them kicking ahead like that much in the game.
With Tuatara doing a nice job of defensive transition, and not really the way the Airs look to play. It looks like Donnie Samuel might have just tweaked that ankle just a wee bit. But opportunities do arise, and the Airs certainly need to take advantage of those quick scoring opportunities moving forward. Look at the play. Beautiful pass by Marcel Jones right into the breadbasket. Donnie Samuel can't get the finish, but he does get the harm, and off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe he goes.
Samuel leading scorer in the game for the Airs at 16.
Just a tough day from the stripe for both teams, combining now for 13 for 33. Ain't nothing free about these throws.
And they're not helping put money in the kit for the Chemist Warehouse hoops in schools, because every make, money goes in.
It's for the kids, guys.
Come on, do it for the kids. 15 points, a stop is crucial here for the Airs, with the Tuatara on that 15-0 run, and Bailey gives up the foul.
Tough foul there, just 7 seconds left on the shot clock. And he's doing the right thing, he's trying to get aggressive, but you can bump with your chest. You can bump with your chest, but you can't bump with that arm. Gets that arm in there, that's why he gets the whistle.
8 seconds on the shot clock, Dilling. Travel ball. He's trying to look for Wilkie, just held on to it a little bit too long.
Tell everyone, hard show.
Airs need more defensive possessions like that.
No, there. Solid, Zach, solid, Zach.
Stroud has Riley riding him like a backpack.
Zach, it's okay, no more. Hey, yo, hard show solutions down there. Hard show solutions.
Rob Lowe's going to check back into the game for Vodanovic.
Okay. Hey, defense, body. No hands, no hands. Body, body, body. What is it?
Just have a bit of a shot clock issue here. So we're gonna have to go for the manual reset. I don't know if you've heard this, but when you turn it off and turn it back on, it always works best.
On this side, yeah, quick. Hey, rerun it straight away, okay?
So looks like it's set up. Oh, that was a quick one.
That's really quick.
We're gonna Spain deal. Get ball side, so we're gonna hard shot. Get it out of your hands and kill it with
15 points. And Camp Linden not happy with the performance thus far. Is the Gobert off-balance shot and cashes in. Doing has Stroud with his hands behind his back. Oh, he's on 4 fouls. Doing the body defense right now. Low set the screen and out of bounds, and an opportunity here for the Airs just to keep chipping away at that lead.
Love the pressure, love how they extended well beyond the three-point line. That's the activity they need to maintain for the last 12 minutes if they want to work their way back in this one.
Well, if they can get it back down to single digits, that'll be fantastic before we go into the third quarter break. Bailey goes over the top. That is a big finish over the big body of Rob Lowe.
With the lefty, Rob Lowe gets him static, but quick Bailey able to stretch out over the long arm of Rob Lowe.
There was a ping pong ball on the court. I don't know where that came from.
Possibly a ping pong table. Lots of balls getting thrown around in the stadium today. Well, we got Charlie Dalton with something.
Yeah, Taylor, just an update for you. That wasn't a ping pong ball. It was actually a handball that they were throwing out at half-time. So just one of the little ones let it go. And, well, boy, big basket from Sean Besto. Look at me, I've got the play-by-play.
Always working your way in there, Charlie.
Samuel for three, and he brings it back to within single digits. There's Samuel shooting the lights out now.
Played well, 19 points, loving the challenge, and stepping up because of it.
Besto again, though, responds straight back down the other end, up to 21 points for Besto.
I don't know when it's going to happen, but at some point, Taranaki's going to understand that Besto's not shooting anything but layups, and they can play right off of him. Stroud that time gets to the cup, takes some contact, takes some harm, and goes down. Nice crossover, change of direction, and a couple of guys get a hand in. He's off to the Chemist Warehouse strike.
James Moores is 3 rebounds off, a double-double. Robbie Lowe on 7 assists at the moment.
Robbie Lowe on the triple-double watch, 7-7-7. Let's get to Vegas, baby. Triple sevens, it's lucky time.
Stroud has been limited to just 7 points in this game. Difference is 11. Stroud wanting to be careful with his defense. He's on 4 personal fouls. Entering the last minute, the floater is no good, but the put back from Wilkie.
Well, really, Brandon Stroud gets his hands on that. Wilkie's going to get the credit, but that was a Stroud tip, unfortunately, for the Airs.
Stroud leaves it behind him, fights for the ball. Samuel steps back for another triple. Shooting the lights out.
Touch them all, Dane. Touch them all. 25 points for the big fella. Sorry, 22 points for the big fella.
Season high at the end.
An offensive foul called here as well. Possession back to the Airs, who are just hanging around, hanging around. They got that alligator blood.
10 points now. 38 seconds left.
We got a couple of Airs talking to a fan. Fired up everywhere. The Tuatara fans, not known for their sledging, but apparently it's working today. We got an official over there talking to the owner of the Auckland Tuatara.
Which side do you want to go downhill? All right, let's go that corner, stagger away for T. All right, but ghost it.
Trying to figure out what's going on. We've just kind of got a break and play while an official goes over to the far side. The owner of the group, Regan Wood, who's the owner of the Tuatara, having a chat to somebody sitting on the sideline. And he's been removed. We've got some fans that have been removed from the sideline at least. They're gonna have to go a little bit further back. I don't know, I've heard some things in my time, and nobody was moved.
You're gonna say something pretty bleak to get removed as a fan. Then again, it wasn't an NBA game, and one of the players blew a kiss to the owner's wife and then was removed.
But that's a different thing. You gotta know what tree you're barking up.
We don't want to be barking up Dane Samuel's tree at the moment because he is on a heater.
With the foul. Putting on the pirouette, the spin move, the light footwork for the big fella. Creates that distance, doesn't get the shot, but Tommy V gets pinged with the whistle.
Samuel has an opportunity here to add to his points tally. Up to 23 points, Dane Samuel, and really stepping up in this game with Stroud in foul trouble, with Cook Jr. a late scratching. He has been the answer.
Carrying the offensive load right now, just 2 players in double figures. The other one is James Moores on 10 for the Airs.
rookie to Beso. Beso's had an exceptional game thus far. He accelerates, gets it to Wilkie. He was waiting on that right corner. The bounce pass is good. Another further pass to Badanovic, and that's great ball movement. Wanted to go quick in transition, but he just loses it, Stroud. And that is the game. That is the third quarter. We've still got 10 more minutes. I'm getting too ahead of myself. 78-67. It is still an 11-point lead. It was that 15-0 run from the Tuatara that really hurt the ears in that third quarter, but we have the last 10 minutes coming up after the break.
This is all stars, is here. Very soon we're going to hear this noise, and there'll be a combo, but it's not quite happening now. It'll be happening soon. Keeping it out for that combo. Top 12 in SSR with 23 points on the air side of the show. Baloncesto and for your Tuatara, 21 points. Paul Beso, the Rich on the floor.
Ten more minutes left of the season for the Taranaki Airs. No basketball. Welcome back to FIBA Stadium. It is the penultimate game of the NZNBL. It's been an incredible competition, and it is coming down to the last two games of the season to determine who is playing where. Let's go now to the Tuatara coach, Cam Glidden, with some insight. Cam, what was your message to the players, given that the Airs just cannot seem to go away?
Yeah, I just said let's scrap everything that's happened. It's 0-0 and let's play some Tuatara basketball. They've sped us up. We've got in our feelings a little bit at times. I just think we need to settle down and just be better about what we're doing.
Defensively, Donnie Samuel in particular finding a little bit of success, especially outside. What do you need to do on this end of the court to limit the Airs' opportunities here in the fourth?
Yeah, he's hit a couple tough ones. As long as we're sticking to the scout, we're on the same page. We live with a contested shot. That's just basketball. So if we're not on the same page and he hits one, that's when I've got a problem.
Thanks very much, Coach. Appreciate your time. Cam Glidden, very gracious with the answers there. Holding his tongue a little bit.
13-point lead now. Beso has been spectacular this afternoon and has done many things wrong, but he's that time.
Well, I thought he had some contact there, but Bailey does well to force him to the sideline, force a turnover. It's Bearsto's fourth turnover of the ball game on that one.
Stroud with 4 personal fouls on the court. To run a play here. Static at the moment. Bear gets moving. Bailey waiting on the perimeter. He gets it to Marcel Jones. It's a mismatch, and he's got to finish those, and he does just that.
Marcel Jones, put him in the spin cycle, young fella. 40 years old, getting it done in the post with a mismatch.
200 games to his name. He knows a thing or two about basketball. Beso and Stroud get tangled up, and Badanovic given a flop warning, and Beso not happy. They go quickly in transition, back-to-back buckets, and it's an and-one play with a shove in the back, and here goes the momentum swing.
What a beautiful pass, drop it in the breadbasket. Marcel Jones off to the races, the streaking veteran gets there. We got a timeout to the Tuatara. There's the catch, and there's dealing with the push in the back. That's why he's going to go to the cup for another one. Tuatara very locked into the officiating. Need to be focused on something out. And this comeback has been on the back of Dane Samuel. So let's take a look at him. 23 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Doing it from the inside with the strength. Showing the footwork. Look at that little shoulder bump, clears the space. You like it inside, he likes it outside. Step out, hit the triple, step out, hit another one. He is finding the range from deep.
He is so fun to watch. He has such a wide skill set. He's light on his feet. He's tough in the paint. He can send them home from deep. He's having himself a game, and he's had to stand up, and he's done just that.
5 for 7 from beyond the arc, 8 for 12 overall. The only player for the air, or one of 2 players who are shooting over 50% from the field. They need that efficiency, and he's bringing it. We're going to come out of this. Marcel Jones is going to be at the Chemist Warehouse stripe to try and cut it to an 8-point deficit with just over 8 minutes to play.
The Airs have refused to lie down this entire game. Tuatara had a 15 and no run not long ago. Let's go to Charlie Dalton, who had some insight into the huddles.
Yeah, the Airs huddle look had a lot of energy. They certainly believe that they can knock off the Tuatara side and finish the season on a high note. They really want to work in their early offense, continuing to get to those step up and then just let it fly and play with confidence.
I like the early offense idea. Certainly, you're much better off working against this Tuatara team before they're set in the half court. And if you can get those kick-aheads off misses in particular, that's going to lift the efficiency down the stretch.
Jones leaving one out there, and every bucket counts from here.
Neither team shooting above 50% from the Chemist Warehouse stripe today.
Danovich palms it off to Wilkie, gets it back, and then Riley coming across on the perimeter. From low, like the look, and he is money.
Robbie Lowe, big hit in the big time, double figures. He's got 10 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. A few more of those would take away some of the stress from his coach, though.
Stroud. And that is Stroud out of the game. 5th personal foul.
I gotta say, I don't think that's, I think that Zach Riley baited the official into that one. Let's take a look at the drive. He's in really good control. I don't think he's out of control at all. And he breaks him with a bye-bye. Unfortunate for Brandon Stroud to have a short day, but he is on the pine for the remainder of this one.
Stroud has only played 15 minutes this game.
5 fouls in 15 minutes, had 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And now his team is going to have to try and get it done down the stretch without their lone import.
Tuatara, 12-point lead, wanting to add to it. Davison does just that. Now the Airs, are they resilient? Adam on the court with Samuel. Samuel has Ledger on him, and we saw a bit of volleyball between these two beforehand, and he goes to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line. He points to his veins. He's got ice in there.
Big fellas going at it down low, and Dane Samuels brings the wood and starts swinging it. 3 banks. The little swipe there by Ledger. Dane Samuels says, thank you very much. I'll make that 25. Let's see if I can't make it 26 from the Chemist Warehouse.
Best performance of the season thus far for Samuel. Up to 26 points. His career best is 33. I wouldn't put it past him. The way he's playing, great dish off from Davidson to Ledger for the free body.
Great setup by Isaac Davidson there, draws the defender, and Ledger just sitting on the strong side dunker spot, catches and finishes in one motion to get it done.
Adam to Veer. Veer likes the look off the glass. That's better basketball from the airs. They just need some stops now, Casey Frank.
The ice cream man comes with a scoop. Scoops it up off the glass. Lovely finish.
Uncontested shot for Davis, and you cannot give him an inch. He will take a mile, and you left him wide open.
Isaac Davidson just 2 for 7 from beyond the arc today, but he's up to 13 points, and that shot with just over 6.5 to play put some distance between the home team and the visitors.
Who wants another prize before the regular season?
Let's go. Let's go 1 through 5. We're black 1 through 5. But help, we're doubling down. I'll give you the double down. It's going to be a yard if you want it, okay? Double if you want it. Oh yeah, if you can get through. But if we get caught switching, double down if you want it. All right? Good. On this, offensively, I want Luke at corner. Okay, Luke at that corner. T, this corner. Run aways. Okay, so away screen for Luca. Come high. Bust yourself into the post. Dribble in, punch it in. Otherwise, you've got Luca late curl. All right? On that, down screen for Sel. Bring Sel back to the top on the curl. You dump yourself in late. All right?
Brennan Stroud, still a lot of energy. Some chats going off, still chatting with the crowd. There's some fans out there that are keeping activated. Also keeping activated on the sideline is Charlie Dalton. What do you have for us, Chaz?
Yeah, look, Hamlin and the Tuatara, they're going to look to mix things up when guarding the post. Obviously, Darnay Samuels is putting in a bit of work right now, so potentially looking to see some double teams and some traps out of there, and offense, slow it down, get to that third side and get good looks.
Right back into the hole.
And right back to Samuel with Ledger, gets it out to Adam, deep 3-pointer 10, and it is short.
Don't mind the look though. Clock running down and he had a decent look at it. It was online, just couldn't quite find the distance. But it's all about this end. 90 points already for the Tuatara. This Airs team, if they give up too many, it's going to be probably a bridge too far for them to cross.
Tuatara has certainly weathered the storm of this Airs team, and again Davidson is wide open, misses it, hit though.
James Moore's back in the game. It's been a long time between drinks for him. He should be well rested for the stretch run.
And he bags that shot in off the backboard.
That's a strong finish, man. Rob Lowe in great position, but James Morris just finishes through his chest for 2.
Riley just swiveling his way through.
Mismatch in the post. Zach Riley's trying to get it there.
Let's see what Ledger can do. Down low, gets it back to Wilkie. Again, that's back-to-back wide open looks for this Tuatara team.
You can't double from one pass away with a good shooter. You have to double from the weak side of the court. If you double from the strong side, it's just too easy, as proven there.
Moores responds with a triple of his own, cancels out the Tuatara triple.
5 straight points for him. He's up to 15 to go along with 8 rebounds and a couple of dimes.
Davidson gets it out too low. Who gets to Wilkie? Silky Wilkie.
Finding the range, 16 points on 6 for 6 from the field and 4 of 4 from behind the arc. Dylan Wilkie showing everybody how it's done.
I can't help but keep thinking about that call against Moores that really would have changed the game. It went from the difference between leveling the game to what ended up being about an 8-point lead.
You know, from the angle, and there was obviously 1 foot in the charge line there, so you have to have 2 internationally to get that charge. You're allowed a little bit of space in it. But that's the game of basketball. Momentum means so much for it, and when you have it, it's so important to keep moving forward, because once it leaves, it can go in a different direction quickly.
Marcel Jones catches and shoots from the right wing.
Leave it.
Foul over the back as James Morris tries to grab that. I believe that's going to be on Tom Vodanovic.
Don't switch out. Chase.
And the first thing Cam Glennon does is gets up and says to his team, calm down, because they know that they can play some positive basketball. They are up. The time's on their side. They don't need to get on the wrong side of the match officials.
Well, I think everybody's on the wrong side of them today.
Except for you.
Vice versa. They're on the wrong side of the players.
Oh, that's a hard foul there.
Oh, yeah. Sportsmanlike.
Yeah, that was tough from Ledger.
Well, I'd like to see another look at it. To me, it looks like he's swiping at the ball and misses against the arm. He gets set up here. He jumps. Well, I don't know why that's unsportsmanlike. He's in the air. He's got to go somewhere. He doesn't follow through. He fouls. He stops the shot. But that's the way the call is, and now the Tuatara have to deal with it.
I think the unsportsmanlike purely came because of the loud slaps that came from it, right? Because it was pretty loud. I agree with your logic, though, there.
There's got to be some place for the player to be able to land. And if he comes through and he follows through and he hammers it home, that's one thing. But at the same time, this has been a tight game, and I think official Ryan Jones, one thing he's doing there is trying to make sure this doesn't escalate to that next level. Tempers are hot. We've seen what's happening this entire game. People have been fired up. The last thing we want is something too aggressive to happen down the last 4 minutes of this game. So I think that's what he's thinking at this point in time.
Jones, read brilliantly by Robbie Lowe. Jones called for the foul.
Marcel Jones gets called with that one.
Just had to check his jersey number because he saw the 3 go up and said, me? Really?
Lots of questions. Players always got questions about who the foul was on. So the big problem is the answer is never what they want to hear. 4.5 left. The clock is on the side of the Tuatara. If I'm Coach Glennon, I'm looking for 24 seconds every time we're down the court and real deliberate offensive sets.
Besso, big block coming in from Marcel Jones. Excellent defense. 5 seconds left on the shot clock for Robbie Lowe, and it's off the glass, and Samuel
great defense.
Almost lets it go out of bounds, but that is a good defensive set from the ears.
Yeah, it does well to just challenge it. 2 great jobs at the rim. First by Marcel Jones, then by James Moores as Rob Lowe gets pinked with a whistle. And this is going to be the Taranaki Air shooting free throws for the rest of this quarter. First time that they've been in the bonus a little bit early.
The thing about this game is it has been very even when you look at the second and third quarters, and even this quarter. That first quarter is really what hurt this Taranaki Airs team. 26-15 was the score. The Airs actually won the second quarter, 26-24, and then again the third quarter was won by Tuatara, but only by 2 points. So it was that first quarter that really let them down.
And that's what the Tuatara have been doing all season long. They jump on teams, they set themselves up, and they weather the storm, and they've weathered a good storm, but they're not out of this wind yet.
3 minutes, 45 seconds is really an age in basketball, especially when you've got a team in the bonus. Besto. The ball's going to go against Nico Hill.
The bucket does not count. Foul on the floor. Nico Hill tried to sell the contact from Besto.
Stroud standing up and barking, saying, that's what happened to me on the other end, but it went the other way.
He's not wrong.
He's asking for the consistency.
I mean, similar calls. To me, there was, I didn't think that was an offensive foul. I thought Nico Hill probably sold it a little bit much. But the officials have their work down the stretch of this one to maintain control.
Good vision from Robbie Lowe just to get it to Vidanovic, who was down low.
They've been killing that high-low. Rob Lowe, 10 points, 8 boards, 8 assists. Make that 9 boards. Triple-double watch. Can you get a trip-dub in the last game of the year?
Lowe doing Robbie Lowe things. Vidanovic says it's a Besso, the leading scorer in the game, and that is good from Besso.
Well, that to me is an offensive foul. When he gets the forearm up in the chest of Nico Hill and extends it.
If you want to join in, come on down. 3 minutes to go.
That to me is one that probably could have gone the way for the Airs, but instead it stretches that lead out to 17, and we might have found that journey has gotten a little bit long for them to complete.
As the conga line begins. Join on in.
Nico Sells.
Well, you see the rebounds there, 46-27, 12 offensive rebounds for the Tuatara as well. It has been a possession game, but when you're gonna out-rebound an opponent by almost 20, it's just difficult to stay in the game. And a tip of the cap to the Tuatara, or sorry, to the Airs, for keeping the shot volume pretty consistent with the Tuatara. 69 shots for the Auckland, 64 shots for Taranaki, despite giving up 19 possessions on the glass. Overall, it's just been a little bit too easy for the Tuatara inside the three-point line. And with 3 minutes left, it may take a minor miracle for the Airs to try and get up on top of this one. Charlie Dalton was sitting with the Auckland Tuatara. How are they looking to finish this game, Charlie?
Cam Glidden, he says pace is good, but at times our friend. So they're looking, yes, keep their constant pace that they always play with, but understand if they don't have a great look, get it to that second or third side and get a great one.
Nico Hill on the court, gives it to Moores. Moores floats it over the top. 15-point game. Tuatara really going to probably lock up that first seed, but the Airs aren't going to lie down.
Bairstow 25 now, continuing his assault on the rim, 12 for 16 from the field at 75%.
Season high, this is where you want to start peaking towards the postseason. The season high last week and then is now bettered it today. Marcel Jones plants a low shot, ricochets off the rim, and it's Bairstow with the board. Spins around, gets closer to Samuel, gets it out to Bairstow. Thought about the three. Robbie Lowe wants to drive in closer, shrugs off Moores. Bairstow uses the screen of Lowe, and again, more points for Bairstow, 27 points.
Under 2 minutes now, and the Tuatara bring out the bench mob. Gonna finish this one with the Rapid League Championship starters, minus Josh Levy.
Moores for three. And it's a little too late here for the Airs. The Tuatara have locked things up. As they roll on their bench, Dalton, Ioane, Wilkie, Kailahiaso, and Wiley. And high five, and it's a big cheer around the crowd for the starters.
Job done. Auckland Tuatara, they were sweating this one. They had to get the win to seal up the #1 seed, and with a minute 35 left, I think we can call it. They are going to be your regular season champions, which means they get home court advantage for as long as they exist in the postseason.
Kalahiaso doesn't finish that one. They get another O board, and it's the Rapid team and the South team that always clean up the boards. Well, Ioane cashes in a triple.
It shows the range as this Tuatara squad is rolling down the stretch. 14 for 32 from behind the arc and 43%.
Tuhaka as well, a teenager on the field for the push. I said block! Get that out of here, Ioane. Not only does he bank a triple, but he gets up for a block too.
I gotta say, I thought that might have been a goaltend. That might have been on the way down. But
let's take a look.
Impressive none the least. Took a look at Tuhaka, gets it up, and yeah, definitely on the way down. Would have been well short of the rim.
Tuta off balance shot, not going to drop. Matty Dalton pushes the pace down the court. Tuta gets a hand to it though, and thrown straight into the hands of Wiley. He is fouled.
Tuta with the quick foul is going to be free throws for Wiley. Chance for him to hit the scoreboard, along with 2 assists.
So the Tuatara will lock up that first seed. They will rest this week. We have the playoffs on Wednesday and Thursday night, the play-ins, should I say. And then the semi-finalists will host. So Tuatara have locked up first seed. The second seed, well, if the Rams can beat the Bulls, they will lock up second. Oh, and he's doing everything after getting on the court for a few minutes. It's Casey Ioane. Palahiaso.
Can't get the roll.
Doesn't get it. Last 15 seconds of the season for the Airs. Tuta can't finish. Samuel still working hard after a momentous game from him. 26 points from Dane Samuel.
Fantastic effort by Dane Samuel. Tried to put the offense on his back. Just 2 double-figure scores for the Airs today. That man, Brandon Stroud, foul trouble early. Kept him from having an impact, but it doesn't keep the Auckland Tuatara from claiming the regular season title.
Maddie Dalton almost with the putback, and that is all she wrote here at Event Finder Stadium. There is one more game left after this, but it is the Tuatara who get the win, 109-85. The score flatters the Tuatara because the Airs made them work for it. It was a tough grind. And your commentators' pick for MVP between myself, Casey Frank, and Charlie Dalton had to be Sean Bairstow. Season best. Fantastic effort from him.
27 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, doing a little bit of everything.
Here are the full-time stats, and it's the shooting percentage that really stands out. 70% from inside the arc is impressive, but for the free throws, they will need to work on that heading into the post because you're not going to win playoff games shooting at 40%.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Cam Glenn is going to be super pleased. Yes, he got the win, they got that done, but this wasn't the form you wanted to see coming in. Good news is you can go put him through a hard week of training because they're not playing until next weekend.
Here is the schedule, 7 o'clock on Wednesday. Whoever finishes third.
What we know right now, the 5th seed is the Otago Nuggets, the 6th seed is the Tauranga 5, but 3rd and 4th is up to the Canterbury Rams today. They win, 3rd's going to be the Sharks, 4th will be the Saints. If they lose, it's going to be different.
And here is how the semi-finals look. So it would have to be on Sunday here for the Tuatara.
That's all dependent on venue availability, so it's not locked in just yet.
Big congratulations to Cam Glidden for getting the win. Big game coming up here, the Rams and the Bulls. If the Rams get the win, they finish second, and the Sharks slide down. If not, the Rams will stay into third, and the Saints fourth. All eyes on that game. What a wonderful season we have had. It is goodbye to the Taranaki Airs, but they put in a valiant performance. On behalf of myself, Casey Frank, Charlie Dalton, and the Sky Sport crew, we wish you a wonderful afternoon, and we will see you back for tip-off for the Rams and the Bulls. Mā te wā.
Start with the game, you say a quick line about it, I say a line, and then we go do it. So you just set it up a little bit. So the 5, first game of the round, the 5 have to win to stay in, and then I'll say something and I'll throw it through. So it's just line me, and I'll throw through it, and that's the highlight, and then just on to the next one.
Hey, on this, do I need to have like a welcome or anything, or is it just the highlight? Okay, cool. Sweet. So me and then Casey for each of them. So like I open it, Casey makes a comment. Yep, sweet. Sweet, so we're just on us? Tēnā koutou katoa. After 16 weeks of basketball, the Sal's NBL comes down to this. It is all on the line. Who is going to make that top 6? Well, the first game of the round is Wednesday. It is the Phi and the Nuggets. And for the Phi, they must win to keep their playoff hopes alive. And Casey Frank, the Nuggets, they've already locked in their 5th spot.
They locked in the 5th spot, so they decided to rest some players, but that didn't make this any less important for a Phi squad that if they didn't get 2 wins, we're going to leave it open to chance. Would they be able to get it done on their home court to open the round? Let's check things and find out.
Then I just pick up and do another one?
Yeah. We don't talk about the last game, just onto this one.
Okay. Next up, it is the last home game of the season for the Hawks, and they had injury troubles galore. They were coming up against the Wellington Saints team, who needed a couple of wins to improve their chances in the top 4 and to see whether they could finish second or anywhere in between there. And Casey Frank, how do you see that one going? Or we don't, is it not like a...
Don't do that. We're just, it's not like what we think. Because it's basically 2 lines and we're just to highlight. So it's not like...
Oh, okay. Because is it not like how we... Oh, so on the first 15 highlights, shall we pretend like we haven't seen it?
Oh, no. We just... We ask the quote. We don't talk it out. That's too late.
Okay, sweet.
We're trying to get the fuck out of here, Taylor.
Okay, we'll start that one again. Sweet.
Tight.
Tight. Okay, tight. Sweet. Next up, it is the Hawke's Bay Hawks with their last home game of the season. They are well and truly out of contention for the playoffs. With the Wellington Saints, there is so much on the line for them. Casey Frank.
Yeah, the Saints still have the opportunity to move up the ladder, but they got to get done against a Hawks team that can make things difficult. Will the Saints offense come to the forefront, or will the Hawks protect the nest to finish the season? And also, the only way I see a Hawks Saints game is a 40-point blowout. What am I going to do with that one, Taylor?
Okay, so there are 5 teams that are vying off for that final 6 spot, and it is the Jets and the Bulls. This one has a lot riding on it, Casey. And again, where do you see this one going?
The Jets have to get the win to give themselves a chance. If not, they will be out on tiebreakers. But this Bulls team has proven themselves difficult throughout the season.